Might be the biggest droovy thanky of all time. Quarterback running for his life. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 8. All right. Started a little early here since Carolina got that onside kick, but now it's 3rd and 8. 13 seconds to go. They need about 20 yards really to get into field goal range. They've got no timeouts. Back to throw. Going deep. It's going to be intercepted. I don't even think the wide receiver ever even saw it. Bama hangs on. Boy, Bama's bad. Bama is bad. All right, congratulations to the Gumps. You escaped back-to-back losses for the first time since 2013. Where is Lou? Wake up, you hillbilly. Who are you talking to? No, you're not talking to me. I know, I ain't no way you're talking to me. All they needed was a field goal. I don't know if Sellers knew that. Great game, though. Great game. Great game. I didn't see that coming. I thought Alabama would come out and put it away in the first half. I'm not calling Jackpot, man. He's at the game. Jackpot was at the game. He got to see a good one, though. He got to see a good one. All right, welcome to the YouTube stream for today. We've been streaming over on the Patreon page all day, so we watched all the noon games over there, including the Alabama game, the Clemson game. They destroyed Wake Forest, Iowa and Washington, which is basically a snooze fest. Georgia Tech and North Carolina was coming down to the end. Let's see what it is here. 3-point game with 3:27 to go, I guess. Is that right? For Georgia Tech. Texas and Oklahoma coming up now on ABC. Penn State and Southern Cal, which should also be a really good game. And I don't know what we'll do over here. Cal and Pitt, maybe. Can we give Army a playoff bid? If they win the AAC and they're the highest ranked group of 5 champion, then we don't have to give them a playoff bid. They automatically get one. So to answer your question, no, they're not going to be given a playoff bid. They're only going to get into the playoffs if they earn it by being the highest ranked group of 5 champion. Illinois and Purdue. What channel is that one coming on? Where is Illinois and Purdue? Illinois. What channel is Illinois and Purdue is going to be on FS1. We're going to put that one on. FS1. I got to pee too before these games start. There we go. All right, so we'll have Texas, Oklahoma, Penn State, Southern Cal, Illinois, and Purdue. And then when the Georgia game comes on at 4:15, we'll probably move the Illinois game and put the Georgia game on over there. Let me pee. I'll be right back.
He's just going to the bathroom, Nova. I saw that, right? You're trying to kill me. Setting up booby traps in here. Hell, it fell. Almost hit me.
Virgo! Virgo! All right, how's everybody doing? You ready to watch some football? All of this could have been avoided if dude would have stepped out instead of scoring. Wait, Gamecock, yo, that was a hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. Carolina had their chances. Iowa put up 40 on Washington. Yeah. Yeah, they did. 40-10. Sellers had a man open 10 yards downfield, would have got at least 15 yards. Sven, what's up, buddy? He says, 5-star dummy, we beat you by 50, woo, Hail State. Yeah, good luck beating Georgia. You're the worst team in the SEC, man. I love you, Sven, but y'all are terrible. Y'all are horrible. Now, I didn't bet. Georgia's a 34-point favorite. I didn't bet it. Georgia hadn't covered a spread since week 1 against Clemson, so I didn't bet the Georgia game, but Georgia should win big. Chance-tastic, thank you for the super chat. Buddy, he says, I don't care if this was a win. What a struggle bus load of shit. I feel like I'm watching Raiders play. Shit, I can't read the rest of that. What's that say? Raiders play. Kellen needs to adjust more. Oh, Kalen DeBoer. Steven Snyder, thank you for the super chat, buddy. It is going to be some good games coming up here at 3:30. Texas, Oklahoma, Penn State, and Southern Cal. And we're going to watch a little bit of the Illinois-Purdue game over here. And then at 4:15, we'll put the Georgia game on over there. Yeah, Jackpot was at the game, yeah. Bama's defense is hot garbage. How's the Pay-Lou movement going? Georgia Tech is letting me down. I thought I was going to go 3-1 in the noon games. I had Georgia Tech minus 3.5. They were up 10 and let North Carolina score a touchdown. Now it's a 3-point game. Georgia Tech's got the ball on their own 34, so they're just trying to run the clock out. They got no interest in scoring, so I'm end up going 2-2. I thought I was going to go 3-1, but I'm going to end up 2-2. Here, after we lost to Bama, they celebrating after beating us is just crazy. They're down bad. Yeah, it's surprising to me that Alabama played that bad 2 weeks in a row. You know, you look at the Vanderbilt thing, and it's easy to just write that off and go, well, that happens sometimes. You see these weird upsets. I thought Alabama would come out and jump all over South Carolina, and they just couldn't ever really get anything going. I was surprised Alabama played like that 2 weeks in a row. Alabama beat Georgia, enough said. Yeah, that's all Alabama plays for, is to beat Georgia. In fact, that's all Alabama's done the last 4 years is beat Georgia. They haven't won anything else at all. Bama is shitty, and Kalen DeBoer don't know how to coach because he's a pussy bitch, says Uncle Badass.
Jesus.
Mildew is awful and always has been. This is from a Bama fan, says Dan. How bad is your defense to allow Iowa to score 40? Yeah, that's humiliating. That's an entire season's worth of points for Iowa. Did anyone bet the Bama spread? I took Bama minus 13 in the first half and lost that one. Do you think Lanning is jealous of Day's beard? Does Dan Lanning have a beard now? Raging Black Guy says, I tried to tell people South Carolina was no joke. They may look bad, but they have some good receivers plus Rocket Sanders. ESPN split screen sucks. I don't know anything about that. South Carolina had 100 turnovers and still should have won if not for their terrible QB. Hey, Lou, South Carolina shitted themselves. They had chances to win it. I mean, even on that 2-point conversion, they had a guy open and didn't throw it to him. Instead, quarterback throws it out of the back of the end zone. But then they got the onside kick. in great field position. They only needed about 20 yards to attempt a field goal and just couldn't do anything with that possession. And then I don't know what happened on that last play. It looked like the receiver never even saw the ball. Lou, who do you see starting at quarterback for Georgia next year? Well, unless they bring somebody in, I assume it's going to be Gunnar Stockton. No trolling, but Bama fans must have been clenching their butt cheeks this week. Nature Boy says 107 left, UNC 3rd and 2. Yeah, I don't know why this ESPN scoreboard is not updating. It usually automatically updates. But look how far behind it is. So I don't know what's going on there. I blame the OC for putting Sellers in certain situations. His calling plays like his Spencer Rattler. UJ starting QB for next year is not currently on the roster, says Slink Dinkleton. You remember Jake Fromm? Of course I do. Of course I do. Johnny says, we are not good. Woe tide. Alabama won't beat Tennessee or LSU, says Gumpman72. Bama has 2 more losses coming, says Sirius Flack. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I don't know about that, but if Bama would have lost today, they would not have made the playoffs. Because if they're not running the table. I don't think. Alabama shows up to play UJ like it's their Super Bowl. It is their Super Bowl. That's Alabama plays to beat Georgia. That's it. That's the only goal they have. Remember when someone raped your wife? No, but I remember when you made the last ever comment that you ever made on this channel, though. It was just now. How did UJ lose to Bama? Severely outcoached in the first half and 4 turnovers by the quarterback. That's how they lost. UJ in shambles for losing to Bama. UJ is better than Bama. I hate to break that to you. UJ is better than Bama. Ranked ahead of them too. If you're a Bama fan and you think Bama's better than Georgia, then I guess you also think Vandy is better than Bama. But you lost. Yeah, you lost to Vandy. Is Vandy better than Bama? Just a yes or no question. If Bama played Vandy next week, who would win? Just a yes or no question. UJ losing to Bama is not going to look good on the end of the year resume. Terrible loss. Yeah, that's just not true. And you know that's not true. It's almost like with Saban, Bama is just another team. Texas joins the big bad SEC and owns them. Don't they have one SEC win and it's against the worst team in the league? I don't know. I don't know. Texas owns the SEC. They have one SEC win in their history. And it was last week against Mississippi State, the worst team in the league. What's your too early prediction for the Tennessee-Alabama game? It's like you said, it's too. Can I watch Tennessee play today first? I don't have a prediction on any of next week's games yet. I'll have to wait till next week. I mean, I picked Bama to win, I believe, in the preseason. Georgia, Texas next week going to be great. Yeah, Georgia, Texas next week. Bama, Tennessee. Probably a couple of good Big Ten games, too. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but several good games next week. Is it too early to tell if the DeBoer hire was a mistake? Yes. I think DeBoer's a good coach. Can Art get another upset this year? Great show of hurricane recovery efforts. Can Arkansas get it? I'd have to look at their schedule. I mean, I don't think Arkansas is a great team. South Carolina should have won, but Beamer cost them. Alabama played terrible, says Woe Tide 99. Shane Cup says, gutsy win by Bama. They probably moved to number 2 in the rankings. Yeah. Well, they're going to move up because somebody ahead of them is going to lose, either Ohio State or Oregon. The bad part with Bama is the games aren't fluky. These teams are actually going toe-to-toe with them. Yeah. Yeah. Go Blue, pay Lou. Michigan may suck, but at least we're not OSU and going to get bent over. Glad you're back, bud. Good to see everybody in here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Ohio State versus Oregon is game of the week. Yeah, that one comes on tonight. I'll be back on Patreon tonight for the primetime games. We streamed the noon games on Patreon. We're going to do the 3:30 games here on YouTube. And then when Texas-Oklahoma ends, we're going to switch back over to Patreon for Florida versus Tennessee and Oregon versus Ohio State tonight at 7 and 7:30. Good afternoon, Lou. That Bama-South Carolina game was fun to watch, says Mr. Matt Dog. Yeah, we watched the end of it here at the very beginning of this. I started this stream a few minutes early once that game, once South Carolina recovered that onside kick. But they just weren't able to do anything with it. Yeah, y'all hit the like. We got some great games getting ready to start here. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up's the easiest thing you can do to help support the show. Hit the thumbs up. All right, let's see. Who's the best team in the SEC? I'd say Texas right now. They're the only team without a loss. Auburn is 2-4. They suck. Yeah, Auburn's down bad. They need a quarterback, man. Auburn needs a quarterback bad. Real bad. If they can get a quarterback, I think they'll be a lot better next year. Literally just like the fucking video. Yeah, just hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Nico to Auburn? I don't know about that. DJ Lagway maybe to Auburn. Purdue and Illinois underway. Purdue is going to have the ball first. Second down coming up for them. No score. 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. Southern Cal wins today, says Larry. I took Penn State. I think Penn State's going to run it all over them. Southern Cal struggles with the run. Penn State's got a really good running game. Southern Cal's defensive line wasn't very good to start with at the beginning of the year, and now because of quitters and injuries, they're down real bad in the defensive front. Nice looking play here by Purdue, all the way down to the Illinois 41. Purdue's got something going here early in that one. If Auburn's coach stops killing the quarterback into Preston, maybe someone else would go there. 34-34, Georgia Tech tied with North Carolina. That's great news for me, actually. I had Georgia Tech -3.5, and I thought Georgia Tech was going to hang on and win by 3, which means I would have lost the bet. But now that it's going to go to overtime, I could still win that thing. Yeah, I could still win that thing now. I don't know why these ESPN scores are not updating, but it's really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. Good afternoon, Lou. That Bama South Carolina was fun. Yeah, okay, we read that. Yeah. All right, Texas getting ready to take the field here for the Red River Shootout. They, of course, play at the Cotton Bowl every year. Hopefully, Oklahoma's wagon doesn't tip over when they push that thing out onto the field. Penn State is going to be kicking off to start the game against Southern Cal. Guys, I don't know why the ESPN app is not auto-updating like it normally does. I'm just going to have to remember to keep... I guess I'm just going to have to remember to keep refreshing it ever so often. College football, NCAA scores. Let's see if this will... Let's try this. Georgia Tech 68-yard touchdown. Yeah, I had Georgia Tech. Did they just score to win the game? That's a pay Lou if they did.
Yes.
All right, first and 10 for Southern Cal. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to lose 2 yards because they're soft and their lines of scrimmage are terrible. This is just a rinse and repeat situation with Lincoln Riley. 16 seconds left, and Georgia Tech's up by 7. I feel pretty good about my bet. Pay Lou. Here comes Oklahoma. I guess they don't let Oklahoma drive that silly-ass wagon all the way down to the Cotton Bowl because they're not even wasting their time pushing that little house on the Prairie Mobile out onto the field. So that's good news. That fucking wagon-wheeled motherfuckers. Southern Cal with a pass play complete and good for a first down. Picks up about 15. Glad to have Lou and the lady back safe and man, it's good to be back. I missed y'all, man, for real. I mean, I have a good time on these streams, but I didn't realize how much I missed just talking with y'all all day on Saturdays about these football games. I mean, I was down bad the last 2 weeks. So it's good to be back, man. I missed hanging out with y'all. Seriously, I did. There's never a good time to lose your power or your internet, but for me, losing it for 2 weeks during the college football season really hurt. So that's the bad news. The good news is, because I missed those 2 weeks, you're going to be getting a lot more of Uncle Lou over the next couple of weeks than you normally do, because I got to make up for what I lost. 2nd and 10. Southern Cal with the ball. First possession of the game on their own 38. They're going to hand it off again. Nowhere to go again. Might have gained a yard. 3rd and long coming up for the Condoms. Are you streaming LSU Ole Miss tonight? Let me see. Tennessee versus Florida. Ohio State versus Oregon. Patreon stream tonight, 7:30 p.m. Yeah, all the primetime games are going to be streamed on Patreon tonight. So I streamed the noon games on Patreon. Now switch it over to YouTube for all the 3:30 games, and then we'll be back on Patreon tonight after the Texas-Oklahoma game ends. So the link to the Patreon page is in the description of the video if you want to check it out. And tonight at around 7 or 7:15, I'll post a link over on the Patreon page. You just click that link, and it'll take you to the stream for all the primetime games, including LSU, Ole Miss, Oregon, Ohio State, Florida, Tennessee, Colorado, Kansas State. As a Bama, this has been a stressful season, but we pulled it out. Glad you're safe and the internet is back. Whoa, Todd, whoa. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. And feels like Alabama dodged one today, which would have been, if Alabama would have lost that game today, their season would have been over. That would have been their second loss. And when you look at their schedule, that if they'd have lost today, they'd have been out of the playoffs. So it wasn't an impressive win, but the fact that they won keeps their season alive. Would they fire DeBoer? No. They're not firing DeBoer. Not this season. Not for anything this season. First and 10 now for Penn State. This is going to be their first possession of the game after that Southern Cal punt. Oklahoma will be kicking off to start the Red River Shootout. So Texas will get the ball first. Supposed to see Quinn Ewers back today too. So we'll see if that is indeed the case. But Quinn Ewers supposed to get to start today after being out the last couple of weeks. Penn State on the ground on first down, picks up 11 yards. Nick Singleton with the carry. First and 10, Penn State. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of that today for Penn State because this Southern Cal front four is pitiful. FSU will win the FCS National Championship in 2025. They'd have a chance in the FCS. I don't think they could compete with any of the Dakota schools, but they'd have a chance. Toss sweep for Penn State, picks up a couple of yards. Second down coming up. First down, Texas. Ewers back to throw. Looking. Steps up in the pocket and is going to get tripped up and sacked on the first play of the game. Second down coming up for Texas. At least I hit the over 51.5 on the South Carolina game. That shit, any bet you hit is good. It's hard to hit any bets at all. Hard to hit any bets at all. Third and long coming up for Texas here. First possession of the game. I've hit one of my last 11 bets, Lou. Yeah, you're on a bad run right now. It'll get turned around. I'm 3-1 today thanks to that miracle Georgia Tech cover at the end. The bets I have for these 3:30 games are Penn State minus 3.5. Oklahoma and Texas under 49. Ewers back to throw over the head of the intended receiver. I believe it might have been intercepted, or did it hit the ground? It was a diving interception. They called it an interception on the field. Oklahoma, Texas under 49. Penn State minus 3.5. And Illinois, Purdue under 47.5. Those are the bets I have on the 3:30 games. Bad Dog, what's up, buddy? Good to have you and the lady back. Thank you for all that you do. You're definitely one of my favorite people on here. Go get you some Tommy fries on me. Hopefully the Sooners can pull off a miracle today. I tell you what, Bad Dog, we're having jambalaya today. That looks like an interception to me, by the way, in the Oklahoma game. Shout out Bad Dog. He's an Oklahoma fan. But I'll tell you what, next week for the Georgia-Texas game, I will do that. I will do that. Thank you for whoever hid that spam account. Thank you. I will do that next week for the Georgia-Texas game. You have my word. Thank you, Bad Dog. 1st and 10. Oklahoma with a swing pass out in the flat. Gets loose, picks up about 12 yards. First down, Sooners. Not getting to see the Your Season is Over video the last 2 weeks was torture. Glad you're back home and good to go. Yeah, believe me, it was torture for me too, because those would have been extremely popular Your Season is Over videos. Extremely popular. So I got some makeup work to do. Oklahoma quarterback dancing around in the backfield, but nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled for no gain, maybe a loss of one on the play. 2nd and long coming up now for the Sooners. Todd Webb, thank you for the super chat. Can't wait for this week's Your Season. Oh, yeah, there will be one tomorrow for sure. I'm back in business now. I got power back on Monday, I think, of this week. And then I thought the internet would be back on soon after that, but it never came back on. So I tried one solution the other day. It worked for a while, but then it quit working. So yesterday, I went and found another solution. Incomplete pass into the end zone for Oklahoma. Third and 10 coming up. So yesterday I went and got a 5G home internet box, and everything seems to be working fine now. Keep the fingers crossed that it stays that way, because I still don't have my regular wired internet. It's still down. Lou, what happened to the helmet to the left of LSU? Did it fall? It fell down.
That almost killed me.
It fell down. Casino Lou is my favorite version of... I had a great time at the casino last weekend. I did. I've always wanted to go to the sports book one Saturday and just sit and watch college football all day, but I've never had a chance to do it because I work here every Saturday. But I couldn't watch the games here. I couldn't watch them at home. There was nowhere in town to watch them. Everything was closed. You couldn't go anywhere. So I had to go out of town somewhere to watch the games. So I decided, why not go to Cherokee and watch it in the sports book, since that's something I've always wanted to do. I had a great time. I had a great time up there. 5 wide receivers out for OU. Dang. Oklahoma's just not built for SEC play. I hate that. Starlink has 1 terabyte for $250 per month. Might need to have to buy you the box so you can start service in the event of tragedy. Well, I've got a backup now. I bought it yesterday. But I'm not doing Starlink. It's too slow, too expensive, and I'm not putting a 6 foot tall antenna in my yard. So I'm not doing the Starlink thing. It's too slow, too expensive. And I'm not putting a 6-foot antenna in my yard. Third and 10, Oklahoma keeps it on the ground. They pick up 6, maybe 7 yards. Decision time coming up for here for Oklahoma on 4th down. Illinois has kicked a field goal to take a 3-0 lead over Purdue. Don't let me forget when it's 4:15 to turn the Georgia game on. I'll forget. Y'all remind me in the chat, too. At 4:15, I'm turning the Illinois game off and putting the Georgia game on. But just don't let me forget. I lose track of time in here. Martin says, I wonder if people are going to cry that Bama should be 4-2 because they barely beat South Carolina the same way they cry about Miami should be 4-2. Probably not, says Martin. Field goal try for Oklahoma. Kick is up. It looks like it's going to be wide right, and it is. Pushed it to the right. No good. We remain scoreless with 11:40 to go in the first quarter. Texas versus Oklahoma. No score, Southern Cal, Penn State with 9:06 to go in the first quarter. Penn State looking at a 1st and 10 on the Southern Cal 43, 44 yard line. Lou, did you fight the fat guy at the casino? No. He didn't have no interest in fighting. Lou sleeping on Georgia? I'm not sure what that means. This Texas and OU game is looking sloppy. I took under 49. You know, Oklahoma does have a pretty good defense. I know they and they can't score on anybody. So I doubt they're going to put up a lot of points on Texas. But I do think they can limit Texas offensively. So the only bet I made on the Texas-Oklahoma game was under 49.5 points total scored. Why so negative on UGA, Lou? What do you? I'm not. How? I don't know that I'm all that negative on UGA. Lou didn't have to fight Hill, Jack, and I was there. Oh yeah. Todd was there. I sat next to I sat next to him the whole time. He's from Knoxville. Todd in the comment section. He's from Knoxville. And he saw one of the videos I made up at the casino. He drove down and watched all the primetime games with me at the casino. Yeah, we had a good time. How can you be positive with Georgia? They lost to Alabama. You think Miami is sus? Army versus Navy, who wins if they played today? I have no idea. They don't play until after the conference championship game, which is stupid, but they don't play till December 13th, a week after conference championship games. Took Vandy to win over Kentucky. I think that's a terrible bet. I would never bet a team in Kentucky's spot this week. Kentucky just had their biggest win in school history. It's a classic letdown spot for Vandy this week. Now, of course, Vandy can win. Anything can happen in the world of sports, but I would never bet Vandy this week. I didn't bet the game at all. We need back-to-back weeks of Army versus Navy. You might get it. You had Bama up big at half. Vandy will run away with this. LOL. I don't even know what that means. Sellers is so bad. The quarterback for South Carolina, whatever. He made a couple of bad plays at the end of that game. That's for sure. On the 2-point conversion, he had a guy wide open in the end zone. He didn't even see him. Penn State running over people. Close to the red zone. In the red zone. On the 25. 1st and 10 Penn State. No score in this game. Ewers back to throw. Complete out in the flat. Tackled after a gain of about 3. Uh-oh. Big play. Penn State inside the 10, 5, down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, Nittany Lions. 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score, but Penn State knocking on the door. Put in Arch Manning. He might play some in this game. We might see the rematch of Oregon and Ohio State national championship in January. Might see the rematch of the Big Ten title game. Alabama looks so undisciplined on defense, says AD. Alabama's got some problems. The coaching staff is not in charge of that team. That's a big problem. There's no respect for Kalen DeBoer and Womack, the defensive coordinator. The players and the team don't have any respect for him, and that's a bad spot to be in. Malachi Moore is the coach. Yeah, Malachi Moore tells the coaches what to do, and that's bad. That's a bad look. That was the last 4 minutes of the Bama Vandy game was a horrific look for Kalen DeBoer, Cade Womack, and the Alabama defense. The way Malachi Moore was acting on the field, grabbing the guy's face mask, pushing his head in the ground, getting a penalty called, then walking up to the referee and kicking the ball out of his hands. And then, they send a player out to substitute in for Malachi Moore. Malachi Moore refuses to leave the field. Sends the player back over to the sideline. So then Cade Womack, the defensive coordinator, walks 4 or 5 yards out on the field, starts waving Malachi Moore off the field. Malachi Moore tells him no. Kalen DeBoer walks out on the field, tells him to get off the field. Malachi Moore tells him no. And then Womack and DeBoer just turn around and walk back to the sideline like, well, okay, we tried. That's a terrible fucking look. Terrible look. 3rd and goal for Penn State on the 3. Drew Aller throws complete, but tackled short of the goal line. 4th and goal from just inside the 2. We'll see what Penn State does here. This is going to be a personal foul, I believe, is this on Oklahoma? A face mask penalty. Georgia might be trash? What? DeBoer isn't ready for the SEC, says Guy ATL. Penn State lined up to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2. Aller in a shotgun. Snap. Back to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Just a quick slant to the tight end. And Penn State scores first. Tyler Warren with the 2-yard touchdown catch. Trolling, obviously, but after losing to Bama and watching them play these last 2 weeks is infuriating. Well, Georgia got severely outcoached in the bye week. Both those teams had a bye week before that game, and Georgia came out and was not ready or prepared for what happened in the first half. And that's bad. That's a bad look for Kirby and that coaching staff. And then on top of that, your quarterback turned the ball over Carson Beck turned the ball over 4 times. I mean, that was just that was not good. Not a good performance by Georgia at all. The quarterback turns the ball over 4 times on the road in the biggest game of the year so far. Your defense can't stop a nosebleed in the first half. I mean, before anybody knew what was going on, it was 28-0. I mean, that was a bad look for Kirby, that game. There ended up being a penalty on that touchdown for Penn State, so it didn't count. Backs them up, and they have to settle for a field goal, which is good. So Penn State 3, Southern Cal 0 with 4:53 to go in the first quarter. What do you think Bama's problem is? Honest opinion. I think the defense is less talented than it has been in years past. I think the defensive coaching staff is not nearly as good as it has been in years past. And I think for whatever reason, and I don't know the reason, the players do not respect the current coaches. They don't respect DeBoer. They don't respect Womack, the defensive coordinator. I mean, that's just obvious. I don't know why that is. I don't know if Saban was, you know, I've never been to an Alabama practice. None of us have. But Saban had the reputation of kind of ruling with an iron fist type of thing, right? DeBoer is kind of the opposite. He takes more of a relaxed approach, and I don't know if the players were just kind of so used to living under the thumb of Nick Saban that they've been given a little bit of freedom, or a little bit more freedom maybe now than they had before, so they're just like going from one extreme to the other. But it's pretty obvious, especially defensively, that those players don't respect the coaches and don't give a shit what they think or what they say. And that's bad. It's real bad. Don't time that out. Just hide it. When you see those spam accounts like that, just hide it. Don't even bother timing them out. Just hide them from the channel. You think Cam Ward wins the Heisman? He's got a shot for sure. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. Cam Ward and Travis Hunter would be probably my two favorites right now. Two front runners right now. I like how horns down pisses off Texas, but Oklahoma looks dumb doing it. Nico for Heisman? No, come on. There's 100 quarterbacks in college football with better stats than Nico. Ashton Genty. I'll have to see a group of 5 player win the Heisman before I believe it. I mean, he's really good, no doubt about it. Might be the best player in football, but the best player in football doesn't win the Heisman. Hardly ever. So I'll have to see a group of 5 player win it before I believe it. Illinois up 3-0, and they're in the red zone again inside the 5. Touchdown Illinois. It's going to be 10-0 coming up on the end of the first quarter. Illinois up over Purdue. Boy, who would win, Purdue or Mississippi State? That would be a terrible game, but a close game. Those are 2 bad teams there, Purdue and Mississippi State. Auburn fan here. Good to take a week off from the suffering. Yeah, Auburn's on a bye week this week. Auburn's on a bye week this week. Georgia game starts in about 10 or 15 minutes, so we're going to turn the Illinois game off in a few minutes and put the Georgia game on. Got Texas, Oklahoma in the middle. Penn State, Southern Cal over here on this end. Penn State's up 3-0 over Southern Cal. No score, Texas, Oklahoma. Tackled behind the line for no gain on 3rd and 23, and Oklahoma will have to punt it away. Uh-oh, big play by Southern Cal. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow, big play by, that would happen fast too. Southern Cal is going to take the lead here. Remember, Penn State scored a touchdown earlier, but there was a penalty. Took the touchdown off the board. They had to settle for a field goal, and now Southern Cal makes them pay with a touchdown. They're up 6-3. The extra point will make it 7. Yeah, Tip, man, it's good to be back. Boy, I missed y'all the last couple of weeks. I missed hanging out on Saturdays and watching the games with y'all. I really did. I really did. Yeah, I still think Auburn will be better next year than this year, and they need a quarterback. I think Auburn, the whole time under Hugh Freeze, has been building towards year 3. But they've got to get a quarterback out of the portal this year. False start on Oklahoma. Backs them up. Was there a lot of damage to your area? Yes. Yes. Is the YouTube TV 4-game screen one of the best things to happen to college football? If you have one TV, yeah, it's a lifesaver. I've got 4 TVs and 2 computer monitors. So when I'm in here, I don't use the YouTube TV 4-in-1 deal. I used it a lot over the last couple of weeks when I didn't have power or internet, like on my phone. I would use it. But yeah, it's great. 4th and 33, Oklahoma's going to have to punt it away. I've got a friend that's an Auburn fan, and it's not even fun to make fun of him anymore. Florida State's like that, too. It's really not even fun to make fun of. I mean, Florida State's so bad, you can't hardly make fun of them anymore. Talk shit to your wife like you did to the Hilljacks? Why would I do that? I've got a friend that's an Auburn fan. We read that. This is going to be a 10-7 game. I hope so. I bet under 49.5. So if the final score is 10-7, that's fine with me. I don't want to hear about Florida State for 10 years, says Josh Hobbs. Damn, put a 10-year milk carton award for Florida State. I hear that. Hey, Nick, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. He says, good morning, Lou. Go Bucks. Nervous for tonight, 31-21. Yeah, I picked Oregon in the offseason, but they've just been too inconsistent this year. So in my video earlier today, I did pick Ohio State. Yeah, I haven't bet on the game, and I probably won't. But I did pick Ohio State to win in my video earlier today. Throw the FSU helmet in the trash. I can't do that. I mean, I'm leaving it. It's on the your season is over wall permanently. Like, it never even goes back on the regular wall, but I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not going to do that. Illinois set to kick off after taking a 10-0 lead. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter of that one. Worst loss, Notre Dame to NIU or Bama to Vandy? Notre Dame to NIU is a worse loss, yeah. Yeah. Taking the under on Red River was probably a good call, Lou. This is going to be a defensive slugfest. It looks like that so far, but I've been gambling a long time. There are no sure bets in the first quarter of a game. That's for sure. I was going to stream this game, but that damn Uncle Lou monopolizes all the stream. Okay, Carolina, bad dog. Bad dog jackpot. Okay. I was going to get up at 5 in the morning and stream Korean baseball, but you beat me to it. Can you get an arrow like Steve Martin wore to put on the FSU helmet? Oh, the one that goes through? Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, you know what? I might actually look into that. Now, that's funny. That's funny. That's hilarious. Teach me how to be good at YouTube so I can quit heating and air. There is no secret. It's like any other business. It's hard work, buddy. Hard work and dedication. If I send you a smoky gray helmet for Tennessee, will you put it on the wall? Yes, I will. Forrest Gump is not a documentary. Yeah, it's not. Forrest Gump is a made-up character. I don't know why they think he's real. First and 10 for Penn State after that Southern Cal touchdown. Toss sweep to Nick Singleton, picks up about 8 yards. Second and 2 coming up now for Penn State. Does Oklahoma really have their top 5 wide receivers out and a true freshman QB in? I know they had their top 5 wide receivers out against Auburn a couple of weeks ago. And I know isn't Burks out again? At least I know he's out. So I don't know if it's their top 5 again, but I know they've got players out, yeah. But it's week 7 of the college football season. Everybody has players hurt. So that's why you have 85 scholarships instead of 22. You should have come and watched the game with me, man. The NFL has 53-man rosters, and they somehow managed to field a team in week 18. But for some reason, as college fans, we lose a backup left tackle, and we feel like that's why we lost by 100. It's weird. 2nd and 13. Texas backed up on their own 9-yard line. Ewers throws underneath, complete. Not much room, though, up to about the 14, gain of 5. 3rd and long coming up now for Texas. Nothing doing offensively early in this one for either team. Second and 7 pass complete for Penn State, short of the first down, though. Ewers rolls out to his left, wants to run, tackled short of the first down, gain of about 4. 4th and about 4, and Texas will have to punt it away again. Ewers may not make it through this game as injury prone as he is. Yeah, that's a good point. Him and Cam Rising, holy shit. Did y'all watch that disaster last night? Cam Rising, who of course has been out for the last 3 weeks because seems like he's always been out for the last 3 weeks, finally played again last night, and like 5 minutes into the game, he hurt his leg and he's limping around the whole rest of it. He kept playing, but he was terrible. He completed less than 50% of his passes, had 3 interceptions. I don't know what's happened to him. I'm off the Utah and Cam Rising train. I mean, this guy's been in college 7 years and looked like he'd never seen a football yesterday. And somehow he's got another year of eligibility. He can play again next year. He could play again next year if he chooses to. He still has another year of eligibility. Golly.
How many years is that now?
It'll be his 8th year.
Oh my God.
He must be a doctor by now.
It's 4:15.
It's 4:15.
It's 4:15.
Putting the Georgia game. I'm turning Illinois off, putting Georgia on.
8 years? Is that even legal?
Legal?
For him to be in school for 8 years and then be on the football team for 8 years? That's crazy.
It is crazy. .44 for Penn State playing his tail off. Is that the tight end that's made several of those short catches? Cal and Pitt going to be an ACC Classic. I think Cal's going to beat Pitt today, but I didn't have the balls to bet it. I wanted to take Cal on the money line at like plus 140. I didn't have the balls to bet it, but I think Cal's going to beat them. All right, Oklahoma with the ball after that Texas punt. They're on their own 34. Back to throw. Rolls to his right. Complete. Picks up a first down close to midfield. One of the best plays of the game offensively so far from either team. About a 12-yard gain. 1st and 10 Sooners near midfield. Seems like you're missing some helmets. Did some fall? The Louisville helmet fell from over there, and the Florida State helmet's on the wall over here. Don't mistreat the Utes. I'm not the one that beat the shit out of the Utes. That was Arizona State. You need to tell Arizona State to stop mistreating the Utes, man. Y'all are a disappointment this year, dude. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I thought y'all might win the Big 12, but now you're looking at bowl eligibility as a goal. 2nd and 8 for the Sooners. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Just across midfield. Hand the ball off. Cut back. Has a lane close to a first down. Picks up close to 8 yards. Needed 8. Gonna call it a yard short. 3rd and 1. Sooners hurry back to the ball. Snap. Hand it off again. And he picks up the first down. Needed a yard. Got 3. 1st and 10 Oklahoma. Best drive of the game by either team so far. Right here by Oklahoma. Is this the year Penn State beats Ohio State? It's gonna be a good game. It's in Penn State. Be a good one. Third and 3 for Penn State right now. They're down to Southern Cal early in this one, 7-3. Aller in a shotgun, back to throw. Rolls out to his right, gets rid of it. Short and incomplete, and Penn State will have to punt it away. Another pass complete for Oklahoma. This one near the sideline, shoved out of bounds just short of the first down. 2nd and about 2 coming up for Oklahoma now. Jarrett Guarandudu or Nico, I'm going to make a mistake. At this rate, what's the difference? Damn. Nothing so far. You're right. So far, there is no difference. Except Jarrett Guarandudu was a little bit better. That's the only difference so far. Glad to see you back home and safe, Lou. The Jackets beat Jeff Collins, football terrorist. Yeah. I bet Georgia Tech minus 3.5 in that game. And Georgia Tech gave up that touchdown with a minute to go to make it a 3-point game. I was mad as shit. But then y'all scored that touchdown at the end of the game to go back up by 10 and pay it loose. So got you off the hook there. But yeah, good win for Georgia Tech. Does UJ cover? No, UJ never covered. UJ hasn't covered a spread since week 1 against Clemson. I don't know how anybody can lay 34 points with Georgia. Oklahoma on the ground again. Shoved out of bounds after a gain of about 5. This is by far the best drive of the game from either team here. With Oklahoma doing a good job of switching it up, pass and run. Looks like the Texas defense on their heels. I'm going to pee and get a refill right before the Georgia game starts. I'll be right back. You want to come bother him? Sure. The lady will come bother you for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. What is going on? Good morning. Hello, everybody. What's up, bad dog? I'm hanging in there, Marlon. Not much, Tony. Oh, why do Koreans have nice skin? I was terrible when I was a teenager, but good genes, I guess. What's up, Christopher? Emu? I'm doing good, Caroline. How are you? You know, it wasn't too bad the first... We actually, when the power went out, like, early Friday morning, and we actually stayed the first night, like Friday night. But then, yeah, after, and then we got up Saturday morning, drove to Columbia, so he could find some place to watch the games. And then, yeah, it was good. We were without power for like 10 days, so. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that message before. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. Who do I have in the Texas-Oklahoma game? Not the right person to ask that, Jonathan. I think if you send him an email, Sasquatch, I think he may do that through email. Georgia kicking off, is that right? Yeah?
They must have won the toss. Kirby always defer to the second half on that.
Yeah, it looks like they're kicking off. Georgia's kicking off. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go start dinner.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. We're having jambalaya for dinner. Lady's fixing to go make us some jambalaya with some, what kind of sausage is it?
Smoked sausage.
Smoked sausage and shrimp jambalaya. Boy, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I'm pretty excited. What is going on here? There we go. All right, Oklahoma ended up kicking a field goal, so they're up 3-0. 7-3, Southern Cal still over Penn State. And Mississippi State has the ball first to start the Georgia game. Nothing on first down, makes it 2nd and 10 now for Mississippi State. Shotgun, hitch pass, complete behind the line. Nowhere to go. Georgia makes the tackle after about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up now for Mississippi State. Trying to decide between wings and ribs. I like ribs, but they're not my favorite. And especially beef ribs. Now, pig ribs, baby back ribs, I like pork ribs way better than beef ribs, but I would probably still, given the choice, I probably would still go with chicken wings. But you do you. That's just me. I would do the chicken wings. I'm not a big ribs guy. Not a big ribs guy. 3rd and 8 for Mississippi State. Pass is incomplete. 3 and out for Mississippi State. And they will be punting it away with 13:52 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, I like brisket. Yeah, I like brisket. Yeah, no shade to ribs. Now, I'm not shitting on ribs. You put a plate of ribs in front of me, I'm going to eat it. Beef or pork. But given the choice between chicken wings or ribs, I would go with chicken wings. And when it comes to ribs, I prefer baby back or pork ribs over beef ribs. Ranch or blue cheese? Ranch almost all the time. I don't like blue cheese on my salad. Now with wings, I can sometimes do the blue cheese, but I prefer ranch in both cases. First and 10 for the Dogs. Carson Beck in a shotgun, 2 wide. Throws complete, no, incomplete. What a shock. Another dropped pass by Arian Smith. Another dropped pass by Arian Smith, who, by the way, dropped a pass on the first possession of the game against Alabama that would have been a touchdown and put Georgia up 7-0. Instead, Georgia dug themselves a 28-0 hole. But Arian Smith's been here 5 years and can't catch a cold. Beck back to throw again. Tipped up in the air. Intercepted. I need to see this pass again, so I need to know who I got to yell at. It was tipped up in the air, so let's see. Was it a bad throw? No, just tipped at the line of scrimmage. Tipped at the line of scrimmage by a defensive lineman, goes up in the air right into the arms of a Mississippi State man. So, hard to really blame anybody on that one. It's first and 10, Mississippi State on the Georgia 26. Handoff, nowhere to go. Might have gained a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 25. The Texas game just glitched and said halftime. I missed that. It's the start of the second quarter, though. 3rd and 5 coming up for Texas. They're down 3-0. Oklahoma on top after a field goal. Texas having a hard time blocking Oklahoma's defensive line. A real hard time. 2nd and 9 for Mississippi State. Shotgun, 3 wide to the bottom of the screen. Motion. Snap. Handoff again, hit immediately in the backfield and dropped for a loss of about 4. Who is that? Christian Miller? No, Tyron Ingram Dawkins. 3rd and long coming up for Mississippi State. Oklahoma's D-line is one of the best in the nation, says Austin M. Third and 13 for Mississippi State. 4 wide. They're on the Georgia 29. Back to throw. Gets rid of it. Behind the wide receiver. Incomplete. And it's a good thing it was. The receiver had a step on the DB. Texas man makes the catch, but did he have his foot down? He tried to toe the line. It's close. Another big play by Southern Cal. Inside the 10, out of bounds at the 8. It's going to be first and goal, Condoms. 14 minutes to go in the second quarter. Field goal try now for Mississippi State after the Georgia turnover on their second play of the game. Carson Beck, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, goes up in the air. Intercepted by Mississippi State. They go 3 and out. Now kick a field goal. Mississippi State 3, Georgia 0. Beef ribs are amazing when smoked correctly. I love pork ribs also. I smoke both better than anyone you know. I believe you. Given a choice, I'll take the pork ribs, though. What's up, Daryl? The Gators are the best team in the SEC, says Tom. Something tells me you don't believe that. How long till Arch gets put in if Texas keeps struggling offensively? Unless Arch Manning plays offensive line, it's not going to make a difference. Mississippi State leads, time to overreact. Oh, yeah, Mississippi State has the lead. Yeah, Georgia's going to lose by 100. Yeah. Deep within, losing Ohio State fan. And a Tennessee fan, and a Bama fan, and a Penn State fan, and an Oregon fan. Whatever team I talk about, I'm a fan of that team, and that team is living rent-free in my head. Hey, what's up, James? I hope Oregon beats Ohio State. I picked Ohio State. I picked Oregon in the preseason. They've been too inconsistent, Oregon State has. I know the whole Ohio State ain't played nobody thing. I get that, but they've just looked consistently better to me than Oregon has. I do think Oregon has the better lines of scrimmage. Oregon's defensive front, if they can get to that quarterback and slow down the run game, it could get interesting. I do like Oregon's defensive front. Texas keeps it on the ground on 2nd and 6 and picks up the first down off left tackle. 1st and 10, Texas. Close to the Oklahoma 30. So Texas best drive of the game here. They're still down 3-0. Oklahoma up over the Longhorns. Lose the biggest Miami fan I know. Yeah, that's right. Miami fan too. Yeah, Miami fan too. Oregon defensive end Birch might not play. That's a big loss for them if that's true. He was a monster in that. Who was it Oregon played last week? He was a one-man wrecking crew in that game. Who do you think is the favorite to win the college football playoff? The betting favorite right now is Texas, I believe. Ewers pass complete. Makes a man miss inside the 20, 15, hurdles a man down to the 11. 1st and 10, Texas at the 11. Mississippi State kicks off after the field goal. They're up 3-0 over Georgia. Carson Beck had a ball intercepted on Georgia's first possession. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, went a mile in the air, and landed right in the arms of a Mississippi State man. We'll see if Georgia can get something going here with their second possession of the game, down 3 at home to Mississippi State. Hopefully Mississippi State upsets them. The betting favorite is Ohio State, followed by Texas. It might be. Let's look it up. It's been going back and forth between those two. What site should we look? Well, we'll just do DraftKings. Yeah, Ohio State plus 280. Here's the current odds. I just put them up on the screen. Here's the current odds. Ohio State's the favorite at plus 280. followed by Texas at plus 400, then Georgia at plus 450, Alabama at plus 800, followed by Oregon, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and then Penn State. Clemson and Miami, 9 and 10. Georgia fumbles. Luckily, it went out of bounds. Lawson Lucky made the catch. Good for 8 or 9 yards. Was hit and fumbled, but the ball went out of bounds. Georgia dodges a bullet there. Touchdown, Texas. Texas takes the lead. Early in the second quarter, Texas finally gets on the board. 7-yard touchdown catch. Gunnar Helm, I think he's a tight end. That's going to make the score 6-3 Texas. An extra point will make it 7. 2nd and 7 for the Dogs on their own 48. Beck throws complete, close to a first down. Arian Smith somehow made the catch, which is very rare for him. Come on, what you doing over there? What are you doing? What you doing? You ain't trying to say hi to him? You trying to say hi to him, Z? Oh, you gotta tell him hi. You gotta ask them what they're doing. 1st and 10 Dogs. Say, come on, Monk. Say, come on, Dogs. Georgia on the ground. Nate Frazier, spin move through the hole, picks up 7 yards. Good looking run there. No, I'm sorry. Not Nate Frazier. That was ETN. That was ETN. ETN with the carry, picks up 7 yards. Billy Napier is the best coach in the world. Boy, Tom, you somehow keep getting more retarded with every minute that goes by. 2nd and 3 for Georgia. They're on the Mississippi State 38. Beck hands it off again. ETN jump cut in the hole. Needed 3. Going to be just short. It's going to be 3rd and half a foot for the Dogs. Who's the worst team in the SEC and why is it Mississippi State? Yeah, it's Mississippi State. 3rd and 1. And Mississippi State's faking an injury. Mississippi State's fake. Yeah. Oh, y'all hear where Ole Miss finally got in trouble for faking injuries? After last week's South Carolina game, they finally got busted. Auburn and Bama undefeated going into Iron Bowl. Book it. Holy shit. A lot of 8-year-olds in here. Is there a lot of people watching or something? I don't normally get this amount of dumb comments. How many people are watching? 663? These are the type of dumb comments you normally don't get until there's like over 1,000 people watching. 2nd and 6 for Penn State. They're down 14-3. Incomplete pass. A little too high for the intended receiver. Kind of a case of the alligator arms there. 3rd and 6 coming up now for Penn State. Norvell is losing in the ACC. Think about that. Yeah, Norvell's about to have his 3rd losing season in 5 years. That's bad. Real bad. Did Penn State just turn the ball over? Yep. Drew Aller just threw his 2nd interception of the year. Georgia on 3rd and 1, and I don't think they got it. It's going to be close. Yeah, they did. They needed 6 inches. They got about 9 inches. First down, Georgia. Hit right in the hole, though. Yeah, Drew Aller just threw his 2nd interception of the season. Came at a bad time, too. Down 14-3 on the road against Southern Cal. First and 10, Georgia. On the Mississippi State 34. Cash Jones in the game for no reason. Where is Nate Frazier? I'm so sick of this running back rotation for Georgia. I can't fucking see straight anymore. I guess we're going to get Branson Robinson in the game again before Nate Frazier. Branson Robinson can't run from here to my bedroom door. I don't understand this running back rotation at Georgia at all. We only have 2 good running backs. ETN and Nate Frazier. Yep, there he is. Branson Robinson. No gain. Of course, the guy's averaging 1 yard a carry for the fucking season. 2nd and 3, he gains not a fucking inch. I don't ever want to see Branson Robinson again. Not this year. Get his ass out of the fucking game. God damn. 8 carries last week for 15 yards this deadbeat had. Why do they keep giving him the fucking ball? How does he keep getting more carries than Nate fucking Frazier? This shit don't make no goddamn sense. 3rd and 2, shotgun, 5 wide, empty backfield, back wait, back to throw, looking, still looking, scrambling, now scrambling the other way, drawing shit in the dirt, now throws it downfield, dropped, incomplete, 4th down. Goddamn bullshit. Give it to Branson Robinson again. Fuck. Why not? Let Branson Robinson kick the field goal. How about that? Since there's some kind of state law that Branson Robinson has to come in the fucking game for no goddamn reason, why not let him miss field goal? He already can't run the ball. Let's let him miss field goals too. 45-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick. Is up. It looks good. It is good. Tied at 3 apiece with 7:09 to go. Jesus fucking Christ. Branson Robinson fucking sucks. He's fucking terrible. Why are Cash Jones and Branson Robinson getting in the game before Nate Frazier? Tom in the chat has autism. Well, half the people on YouTube have autism. Whatever Tom has is way worse than that. Sad we couldn't get a your season is over last week. It sure was a beautiful list of failures, including the Vols. Believe me, the last 2 weeks, both. The last 2 your season is over videos would have been the 2 biggest ones of the year. And I missed both of them. Is it safe to say all of college football is down this year? I don't see a clear best team. Ohio State hasn't even played anybody, so I guess we'll see today. Well, Texas has looked pretty good every week. Ohio State has looked good every week. I mean, those look like the 2 best teams right now, but like you said, we're really just now at the halfway point of the season, so. Cash Jones is better than Robinson. You're better than Robinson. Saying that Cash Jones is better than... Saying that somebody's better than Branson Robinson is not really a compliment. It's not telling you anything. You're better than Branson Robinson. Penn State's going to lose. They're losing now. 14-3, ain't it? 17-3 now. Can't come out with that energy in any playoff game. I'm probably better than Branson Robinson, and I'm terrible at sports, says Jonathan Miller. I don't understand. Look, I feel bad for him. It was a bad injury, and he was out all of last year, and we've given him a chance. In fact, we've given him 6 games worth of chances. he's not any good. I mean, I don't have anything against him, but he's just not any good. Ain't nobody played nobody, never have. That's a fact, Nick. Ain't nobody played nobody, ever. Tonight, after Ohio State beats Oregon, everybody will be telling you that Oregon's terrible and Ohio State still ain't played nobody. That's how the internet works. I literally bet $30 on a weak-ass Penn State team to win the first half. Dang. I took Penn State minus 3.5 for the whole game, so I'm just as dumb as you are. Robinson making Lou go on life support. He's not any good. He's slow. He hesitates through the hole. Like there's nothing he does good. Quarterback run for Oklahoma on first down, picks up a couple of yards. Texas 7, Oklahoma 3. Mississippi State 1st and 10 on their own 35. Their own 25, I'm sorry. They've yet to get a first down in the game. They have a field goal because of a Georgia turnover, but they've yet to pick up a first down. Handoff on 1st and 10. That's their best offensive play of the game. Picks up 4, maybe 5 yards. 2nd and about 5 coming up for Mississippi State. 3rd and 8 for Oklahoma on their own 30. Under pressure, spins out of it, gets rid of it, throws, nearly intercepted, knocked away, incomplete. 4th and 8, and Oklahoma will have to punt it right back to Texas after they just scored a touchdown. Southern Cal's up 17-3 after that Drew Aller. Gonna have to go back to calling him Drew Aller instead of Drew. Back to throw on 1st and 10, complete. Hamhock picks up about 12 yards that time. That's that number 44 again. Flag down in the Texas game. We'll see what that's about. Gonna be holding on the return team, declined. 3rd and 3 coming up for Mississippi State now. 6:15 to go in the first quarter, all tied up 3 apiece. Mississippi State's only points came after a field goal on a Georgia turnover in their own red zone. Mississippi State done nothing offensively yet to get a first down. Mississippi State's moving every single offensive player around. Now there's an empty backfield, 3rd and 3. And now Georgia calls a timeout. Penn State is Ole Miss. I don't see that correlation at all. Ole Miss is one of the most explosive teams in all of college football. Penn State hasn't gained more than 4 yards on a single play since 2011. We are witnessing Franklining. 2nd and 9 for Penn State. Drew Aller in a shotgun. Hands it off. Tries to get to the outside. Can't. Short gain. 3rd and about 7 coming up now. 3rd and 3 for Mississippi State after this Georgia timeout. Mr. Beware, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Sorry I missed that earlier. He says Georgia needs to play every quarter like it's the second half. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we just have to face facts. Georgia's a good team this year. They're not great. They're not winning a national title. They still might make the playoffs, but Georgia's not beating 3 top 10 teams in a row to win the national title. That's not happening. Back to throw, Mississippi State, 3rd and 3. Pass incomplete behind a wide receiver. 4th and 3. 3rd straight 3 and out for Mississippi State. They'll have to punt it away. Caleb Daniels, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you for helping to support the channel today. He says, been here since Tennessee won on a Hail Mary against Georgia. Love the content, Lou. Keep it up. Yeah, back in 2016. That was one of the first videos of mine that ever... I don't really know what the definition of going viral is, but what I mean is that's the first video that... Like, when you upload videos, you get a certain number of views on average, like, per video, right? Well, that video got 100 times the number of views of what I was normally getting at the time back then. That was like the first video I had that ever took off like that. Nicholas DePerno says, would you consider Ryan Day a top 5 coach in college football? Kirby. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Ryan Day's top 5, yeah. I mean, he's got the highest winning percentage of any active coach in football. He's got a Big Ten title. He's got a playoff win. I mean, I know I get it. 3 losses in a row to Michigan and can't beat the SEC if his life depends on it. What is he, 0-4 against the SEC? But yeah, I do think he's a top 5 coach. Yeah, I do think he's a top 5 coach. Yeah, Army won big today over UAB. I didn't realize how bad UAB was, though. They're 1-5 now. UAB's down bad. Ryan Day hasn't lost to an unranked team, says Father Shuey. I hope his injury is not serious. Who got injured? Did I miss an injury? Who got injured? Yeah, Mike Bobo is the second best offensive coordinator Georgia's ever had. 2 of the best 3 offenses Georgia's ever had came with Mike Bobo as offensive coordinator. The only offense we've ever had that was better than any Mike Bobo offense was 2022 Todd Monken. Arm injury. Oh, Haynes King. Oh, talking about Georgia Tech game from earlier. Okay, I thought you meant something. I missed an injury just now. Okay. Balls by 50. Checker Nealon's going to be awesome. Yeah, there's a gimmick for every Tennessee game. Different uniforms. Fucking checker to stadium. Fucking, what's the dark mode activated? Whatever the fuck. Tennessee's a gimmick program. Gimmick team, gimmick program, gimmick offense. But I do think they're going to beat Florida, yeah. Tennessee's much better at home, Tennessee is, than on the road. I think they'll get the win against Florida. Don't be a hater, Lou. No, I love Tennessee. You ask them. Tennessee's my favorite team. They were just talking about that earlier in the comments section, how I love Tennessee. Has the game passed Bobo by? I don't know. You tell me. Bobo scored more points against Alabama 3 weeks ago than Monken ever did. Tennessee is the Oregon of the SEC. Yeah. Southern Cal with the ball back and a 14-point lead. Kind of surprising. 17-3 Southern Cal up over Penn State. 7 minutes to go until halftime. 1st and 10, Georgia, all tied at 3, 5.5 to go in the first. Play action pass, Beck all day in the pocket, throws, incomplete, underthrown again. I mean, wide open, and he underthrows it again. I mean, he's got 2 steps on the defender. He's got to put some air under the fucking ball. You make a good throw there, he's still running. 2nd and 10. Travis Etienne in at running back. Or Trevor, or whichever one the fuck it is. That's a face mask, but there we go. I'm about to say, how do you miss that? They threw the flag, though. That'll add 10, 15 yards on. Uncle Lou's internet for the win. Finally, LouTube is back. Good luck to your dogs. Hopefully my Gators will upset Tennessee tonight, says Landon. Thank you, Landon, for hitting the Super Chat supporting the show. I'm excited for the Tennessee-Florida game. I mean, it's almost always a really good game. It's a rivalry game. Florida, I mean, I don't want to say they're hot, but I mean, they blew out Mississippi State. They beat Central Florida. Aren't they coming off of a bye week now, too? It's just... Tennessee is a lot better in Neyland than they are on the road. It's just hard for me to see Tennessee finding a way to lose this thing. But I mean, it's gonna be funny if it happens. I just say that. Guys, I'm nervous about the Buckeyes. That's gonna be a good game too. I did pick Ohio State. 1st and 10 for Georgia. Hitch pass, complete, picks up 4 or 5 yards. 2nd down coming up now for the Dogs. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, all tied up at 3 apiece. Mississippi State's only score came after a Georgia turnover where Georgia turned it over inside their own 30-yard line. Mississippi State yet to pick up a first down. Mississippi State's had 3 possessions and 0 first downs in this game. How would you react if Georgia didn't make the playoffs? Well, it would depend on how they got to not making the play. I mean, chances are you're going to know you're not getting into playoffs before you don't get in. Wide open, Arian Smith, and he caught it. Holy shit! Arian Smith caught a pass.
What?
Yeah. Holy fuck. Maybe that's a sign. Arian Smith actually caught a pass. Billy looks fired up. Billy Napier, are you really at the game, Octavian? Octavian said he's at the game up there in Knoxville. Is that true, Octavian? 1st and 10 for the Dogs. They're going to hand it off on the ground. Now that's Nate Frazier. Okay. Finally, they put him in the game and that deadbeat Branson Robinson out of there. Give Nate the ball again. Yeah, feed the beast. They're probably going to take him out now. He got his one play for this half, and take him out, give Branson Robinson 19 more carries. Yeah, they took him out already. Jeez. ETN back in the game now, I think. Yeah, ETN back in now. 2nd and 7. They're on the Mississippi State 26. Play action pass. Beck going deep down the middle. Overthrew. You know what? I'm not even really going to blame Beck or Arian Smith for that one. It was pretty good coverage. Yeah, I don't mind that play there, actually. It was pretty good coverage. He threw it where only Arian Smith could catch it. It would have been a great catch had he caught it, but I'm not even going to count that as the 243rd Arian Smith drop. And I'm not going to count that as a bad Carson Beck throw either. I actually like that play. I think he put that in a good spot. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Need a first down. There it is. Caught. Inside the 10, down to the 5. Is that Landon Humphreys? Humphreys. Let's go. Hadn't really seen Humphreys since the Clemson game. Let's go. Yeah, let's get Humphreys involved, like back in the Clemson days. Come on, Humphreys. Let's go, buddy. 1st and goal, good guys. Now, we need a touchdown here, bub. We don't do nothing retarded. I actually don't mind putting Branson Robinson in the game inside the 5-yard line. That's about the only time I would want to see Branson Robinson would be inside the 5 or 3rd and 4th and 1. And there he is. He's in the fucking game. Let's see who he wants to run into. There you go.
There you
Touchdown,
go.
Branson Robinson. Yeah, I don't mind him. I said last week, I don't need to see him ever again except goal line situations or 3rd and 4th and 1. I don't mind him inside the 5. The way USC is manhandling Penn State on defense is a bit concerning early on. Not good, says Nick. Yeah, not good for Penn State because Southern Cal's not very good along the lines of scrimmage. Thank you, Nick, for the super chat. Voltard representative, what's up, buddy? He says, the announcers were saying how Alabama successfully recovered from last week. I would say recovering is a very strong word from what we saw today. I'm nervous for the game tonight, but go Vols. Yeah, you can make anything fit any narrative you want. So we were talking about this earlier. It used to be whenever Alabama lost a game, all you would hear that week was, oh boy, you don't want to be the team that's got to play Alabama now. Oh, now that Alabama's done lost the game, they're going to be pissed off. You don't want to be the next team on Alabama's schedule after they lose. They're liable to beat you by 50. Well, now Alabama loses. They come out the following week at home and play like complete and total dog shit for 4 quarters, but somehow manage to eke out a miracle win over South Carolina. And what do the announcers say? Boy, you gotta love the grit and determination Bama showed to turn around after that tough loss on the road last week at Vandy and come home and get a hard-fought win against a pretty good South Carolina team. It's just fucking retarded. It's just retarded. They can make any narrative fit any story they want. The reality is Bama's 1-1 in the last 2 weeks, and they look like absolute shit both times. That's just a fact.
It smells so good
I don't smell it back here yet.
there. Oh, man.
I might have to walk out there.
Oh, you might have to walk out there.
She said that jambalaya smelling good out there. Oh, Josh Pate will hype Bama up tomorrow, I'm sure. How would you react if UJ doesn't make the playoffs because they lost to Tech? You're asking questions that don't really make any sense. There's not really a scenario where Georgia doesn't make the playoffs because they lost to Georgia Tech. It's not a conference game. So if they're in the playoff race when they play Tech, that means they're probably in the SEC championship game. So losing to Tech wouldn't affect that one way or the other. Georgia should make the playoffs. If they don't, I'm going to be mad. I don't know why you're... How are you going to feel when something random happens in 8 weeks, but you don't know how it's going to happen, who it's going to happen to, or what the circumstances around it might be? How are you going to feel when that happens? What do you want me to tell you? I'm going to fire you instead. Quit spamming the chat, dummy. Fire Mike Bobo. Yeah, I wish we didn't score 41 points a game last year. I wish we didn't score 30. What did we score? 34 against Bama? Yeah, I want to go back to Todd Monken where we scored 26. Bobo is bad? Yeah. Yeah, Bobo's terrible. Georgia was top 5 last year in every major offensive category on planet Earth. But Bobo's terrible. Carson Beck turned the ball over 4 times, and Georgia's defense gave up 28 points in the first quarter against Alabama, but we need to fire Bobo. Jesus Christ. I think some of y'all in freebasing Flint, Michigan tap water. Big play by Texas. All the way down inside the 40 to the 35. Texas on the move here. Up 7-3. 2:45 to go into second quarter. We want to see Lou as a guest on College Game Day. Not unless it's remotely. You know what I mean? Like me sitting right here. I'm not going out to wherever game day is. Don't have time. Uh-oh, another big play for Texas. Inside the 10, 5. Fumbled into the end zone. Texas recovered it in the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown, Texas. Wow, Texas avoids disaster. Recovered in the corner of the end zone. Had that gone out of bounds, it would have been a touchback in Oklahoma's ball. Wow. A little bit of luck there for Texas results in a touchdown. Fumble recovery in the end zone. Oregon is way better than Tennessee over the last 2 decades. Absolutely no comparison. Oregon actually wins conference titles. Yeah, I don't know. Are you arguing with somebody in the chat? Yeah, Oregon over the last 20 years has been way better than Tennessee. There's about 50 teams in the country that have been better than Tennessee over. That's not a flex at all. We've been better than Tennessee over the last 20 years. Kentucky. Kentucky, Missouri, Florida, Auburn, Southern Cal, Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, LSU, Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, there's 40 or 50 programs that have been better than Tennessee over the last 20 years. I mean, Tennessee's been terrible. Tennessee hadn't even won their conference since last century. Here comes the extra point for Texas. It's good. Texas 14, Oklahoma 3, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Carson Beck back out on the field to lead Georgia's offense. They're up 10-3, 113. This seems like a long first quarter in this Georgia game. Doesn't it to y'all? This seems like a long first quarter in this Georgia game. Still the first quarter, Georgia up 10-3. Mississippi State yet to get a first down. They gave OU so many chances. Mississippi State has 8 total yards. ETN with a catch out of the backfield makes a couple of people miss, and he's going to be dragged down after a gain of about 3. Second down coming up now for Georgia. Penn State doesn't even try anymore. They ruined the parlay. Just lose the game. This is a bad look for Penn State here. 17-6. The game's not over. I mean, it's almost halftime. They're down 11. The game's not over, but this is a bad look. Another pass to ETN. This time picks up 10 or 12 yards. Good for a first down. Under 40 seconds to go now in the first quarter. Georgia into Mississippi State territory already. Need a 1998 rant from Lou. You go to a Patreon stream tonight, 7:30. I'm sure there'll be plenty of 1998 rants during that Florida-Tennessee game tonight. 1st and 10, Georgia on the Mississippi State 47-yard line. Beck back to throw. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Incomplete. Intended really for nobody. Penn State overrated per usual, says Hufford Billy Paul. Well, they're usually rated as the 3rd best team in the Big Ten, and they usually are the 3rd best team in the Big Ten. Penn State's not usually overrated at all. They're usually Penn State actually is probably the most accurately rated team in the country over the last 10 years. Uncle Lou, would you rather have Jake Fromm or Carson Beck? Carson Beck. Beck throws complete out in the flat to somebody tiny. Who is that? Dominic Lovett. Penn State plays football like it's the 80s. Yeah. Very boring. They look slow. They look boring. Yeah. Commercial break in the Georgia game. Penn State is boring because of Drew Aller. They were boring long before Drew Aller. Who wins in a fight, Elijah Holyfield or Branson Robinson? I'll take Elijah Holyfield just because of the pedigree. Should have beat Nana. I don't know who Nana is. Your Nana? I don't necessarily think anybody's Nana should be beaten. UJ fans showed up today to make noise. Hey, Ronaldo. Yeah, it's good to be back, buddy. I missed hanging out with y'all watching these games. Southern Cal sets up a screen pass, has blockers. There they go. Big play. Boy, look at the speed on that joker. Wow. Yep. Outran slow-ass Penn State all the way down to the 30. Southern Cal's going to score again before the end of the half. Yeah, thanks for watching, Ronaldo. I appreciate it. Lou was back on the Lou tube. Yeah, these last 2 weeks been bad, man. Last 2 weeks been bad, but yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Penn State looks like crap. Yeah, they do. I agree with you there. They look real bad. Real bad. UJ has to recruit better playmakers at running back and wide receiver. We ain't getting a wide. The only way Georgia's going to have a good wide receiver is if they get lucky and some 3-star like Ladd McConkey ends up being good. There ain't no decent wide receivers committing to Georgia out of high school. Sorry, not happening. Coming into this game, Georgia's leading wide receiver has 240 yards receiving for the year. So all these people saying, how come we can't get Ryan Williams, or how come we can't get Jeremiah Smith or Mike Matthews or any of these 5-star wide receivers? These 5-star wide receivers ain't trying to come play at Georgia and catch 400 yards a year. They're not trying to do that. They're not trying to be rotated in and out every other play. Georgia plays 8-9 different wide receivers a game. Shit don't make no sense. 2nd and 7 for Southern Cal, near the red zone of Penn State. 1 minute to go until halftime there. There you go, right up the middle. Wow, big run. All the way down to the 9-yard line. Penn State is getting gashed. Penn State is getting gashed. Mike Bridges, what's up, buddy? Says, glad to see you back up and running, woo. My parents live in Aiken, so they were down bad as well. Get you some Tommy Fries, go Dogs. Yeah, my brother lives in Aiken County. Yeah, they got it bad too. Yeah, it was bad over there too. Right across the river. Colby Young is gone. He's not coming back. No, he ain't coming back. Nor should he. Mr. Beware says, let's hit the like button. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Don't let me look at these likes and get mad. Oh God, I don't want to have to do this. 769 people watching and 390 likes. That should be at 500. I mean, I've been gone for 2 weeks and only 360 something people are glad I'm back. Dang, that hurts my little feelers.
Well, just shut it down
If I had any feelings, they'd be absolutely destroyed right now. Carson Beck back to throw on 3rd and 5. Another wide open receiver caught, complete. Down to the Mississippi State 30-yard line. Dominic Lovett again, number 6. George Pickens wasn't hurt. He would have been great. Yeah. Did Oklahoma fumble this ball? Yep. Oklahoma just turned it over. Texas recovers. Second down for Georgia. They're up 10-3. 17 seconds to go until halftime of that Southern Cal game. 3rd down for Southern Cal. They're trying to add points before the half. ETN breaks to the outside, inside the 10. 5, touchdown, good guys.
There we go.
Oh, shit. Flag down. God damn it. They'll find a reason to call this back, won't they? They're going to get somebody for holding on the outside. There's all kinds of flags. I see 3 flags down at least. So somebody did something pretty obvious. Yeah, holding on somebody. Number 57, is that what he said? So they're going to have to repeat first down. Texas makes Oklahoma pay, goes down and scores right away following the turnover, and it's a 21-3 lead for the Longhorns. Yeah, they got number 57 there holding on the edge. That was pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. Can't argue with that. Tennessee is 18-2 against Kentucky the last 20 years. Poor troll attempt. Not sure what that's about. That's going to make it 2nd and 13 for Georgia after that penalty on the Mississippi State 30-yard line. Back in a shotgun. Is that Branson Robinson again? Yep. Holy fuck. And they threw it to him, too. Caught by Branson Robinson behind the lines of scrimmage and shoestring tackled after a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 8. Uncle Lou, if Tennessee loses to Florida, does that mean John Hopeful is on the hot seat? No. There's nothing John Hopeful can do to get on the hot seat this season. Branson Robinson's hurt. Now, I don't like him. Well, it's not that I don't like him. I've been hard on Branson Robinson this year. I obviously don't want to see anybody get hurt, though, but he's down, and the trainers are out looking at him. He's coming off of an injury. Didn't play at all last year. And it looks like they're looking at his knee again. So, I obviously don't want to see that. That didn't look good. That didn't look good. Go Blue, pay Lou. Yeah, we do need to get Lou paid. Problem is, well, there's a couple of problems. Problem number 1, I had Penn State minus 3.5. So I might as well go ahead and chalk that up as a giant L. Turns out Penn State's hot doo-doo today. They're hot steaming pile. What did I have at 3:30? Let's see. It's a good question. Penn State minus 3.5. That's a loser. I had Oklahoma, Texas under 49. That's not looking great either. Illinois and Purdue under 47.5. That's not, 24-3 at halftime. 27 plus 27 is 50 something. So, yeah, not looking good for the pay Lou movement. I need a lot of defense in the second half of those 2 games and some kind of miracle comeback by Penn State and that too, and also I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing?
Hardly ever.
I don't have any idea what I'm doing. All right, 1st and 10 Oklahoma. Handoff. Spin move. Fumbled again. Texas recovered again. Wow. Or was he down? Texas definitely recovered, but I don't know if he was down or... Oklahoma's fixing to implode. I have a feel. This is looking bad here. If this is a fumble... They're ruling that he was down, but they are reviewing it. So let's see. Was he down? No. And it's obvious. So that's going to be a fumble, and it's going to be Texas ball again. Wow. Wow. Boy. I mean, that's clearly a fumble. I mean, I don't even know why they're still looking at it. It's clearly a fumble. 3rd and 8, Georgia. They're on the Mississippi State 25. They're up 10-3. They just had a touchdown wiped off the board because of a holding penalty, so we'll see if they can get it back here. Back in a shotgun, 3 wide to the bottom of the screen. Snap. Pass complete to Arian Smith. Makes one man miss, but not the second. It's going to be a gain of about 4. 4th and 4, and Georgia will have to settle for a field goal. Another pass behind the line of scrimmage. I guess they're going to... Are they really going to go for it here?
Looks like it.
This is so dumb. Just trying to draw... Are they really just trying to draw them off sides on 4th and 2 by lining up in a shotgun with 4 wide receivers and just not doing anything at all? This is the most bootleg. No, they are going to actually throw it. Caught. 1st down. 10-yard line. Oscar Delp. Holy shit.
What?
I thought Oscar Delp was dead. I thought Oscar Delp was dead. He's not. He's right there. Just made a catch, too. That's unbelievable. Holy shit. Yeah, I thought for sure he was dead. Nope, there he is, Oscar Delp.
It's ready. So do you want a bowl or yeah?
I'll come fix one maybe at halftime. Yeah. Handoff. Tackled for a loss of 2. ETN with the carry. 2nd and goal from just inside the 12 now. Texas up 21-3, and they have the ball right up the gut. 1st down inside the 25 to the 24. 1:18 to go until halftime. No blocking on the left side of the line for Georgia on that last running play. 2nd and goal from just inside the 12. Texas on the ground again inside the 20 to the 19. Beck throws complete to ETN out of the backfield, incomplete. Another pass behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. Jesus Christ. Third and goal from the 15. 2 negative plays in a row. Back to throw. Throws it. Tried to check it down again. Threw it over the header wide of ETN. Oh. Field goal time. Georgia red zone offense play calling is lackluster. I mean, I don't know what... I mean, all the receivers ran routes, but Beck chose to throw it to the check down again. I don't know. (13-3), Georgia up over Mississippi State. 10:51 to go in the second quarter. Hey, Jake, what's up, buddy? He says, Lou, good to see you and your family are home. Whoa, Todd, that was a tough watch today. As always, love the content. Hey, thanks, Jake. Yeah, y'all escaped with that one, man. South Carolina had a couple of chances there to put Bama away and just couldn't do it. UJ struggling again? Yeah, struggling with a 10-point lead, Slaw. Same Georgia team that beat you by 31. You're a Clemson fan. You've played one ranked team this year and you lost by 31 points. That's struggling. Winning by 10 is not struggling. Glad to see things are getting back to normal for you, Lou. Hey, thank you, Bucks fan. I appreciate that. If Auburn had a decent QB, they would have beat Oklahoma. Yeah, they need a quarterback bad at Auburn. I mean, Hugh Freeze's offense just ain't going nowhere until they get a quarterback down there. Where's that douche OU fan that was in here earlier? Oh, you know how that goes. They disappeared the minute this thing became a blowout. Who has a worse offense, Oklahoma or Auburn? Probably Auburn. Auburn's got a massive turnover problem too, which makes it way worse. Kirby getting on my nerves with the buddy ball shit. If they ran the ball, UA would have won. These other conferences are all shit talking about the SEC. Clemson is overrated, getting fat off of beating up turd burgers as usual, says Jackpot. Yeah. Clemson's only played one ranked team. They lost by 31 points. Ewers with a field goal attempt here. Oh, pushed it to the right. No good. Well, that's good for me. I've got it. I bet the under 49.5 in this game. So it's fine with me that Texas missed a field goal. More than fine. How much time's left in this Southern Cal game? Oh, is it halftime of the Southern Cal game? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. It's about to be halftime of the Texas-Oklahoma game. We got 7 seconds to go. Texas will have to kick it off, and Oklahoma maybe run one play, probably just take a knee. Burgle locked up somewhere?
No.
What's she whining about?
Missed it again.
What's she whining about?
Is she whining? No.
What are you doing? Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Stop with that walking backwards shit. Get in here. Go.
Come on. Get over there.
Over here.
Come on. There you go. Oh, you got your baby? No. Hey. Nope.
Yeah, Oklahoma's just going to take a knee here and go to the half. Mississippi State play action pass. Going deep. Has a man. Caught. All the way down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, Mississippi State. Jesus Christ. That's their first down of the game, and it was a 70-yard bomb down to the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 5. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go, no gain. Second and goal from the 5. Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew, actually. If you want to know exactly what it is, Diet Mountain Dew. I can't defend James Franklin. We had a favorable schedule and we shit the bed again. Yeah, it's not even that they're losing. It's the way they're losing. They're getting pushed around up front, which should not be happening to Penn State by Southern Cal. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Flag down, though. Did he run out of bounds and then back in bounds? Offensive pass interference. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get some of that. It smells too good.
I'm sorry. I couldn't wait. Hey, Bow Hunting 101, how are you? Dang, another flag. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
If I'm going to be on your thing over there, I'm going to be on me with your baby over there.
Mississippi State just scored.
Yeah, I figured. 13-9, extra point to make it 13-10. Woo. Now this is good. This is good. Jambalaya with sausage and shrimp. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, this is good. It is good. Pitt and Cal been at halftime forever. What's the score of that one? 17-9. Pitt's on top. Should we check some scores or something? Let's see. BYU up by 7 over Arizona. That's it for the top 25, I guess. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. Mississippi State is worse than Oklahoma. Yeah, Mississippi State's the worst team in the SEC. Mississippi State got blown out by Florida. No, Georgia's not trash. They ain't winning the national title, though. They don't have enough offense. Georgia's leading receiver led the team in drops last year. That's how great Georgia's receivers are this year. They don't have enough playmakers on offense. They're not winning a natty this year. Touchdown Mississippi State. Your secondary is bad, Woo? No, our secondary is good. Beck looks like crap. Bennett way better. We're not great at all offensively. Play Frazier. Thoughts on the Kiffin timeout situation? What does that mean? You talking about Ole Miss faking injuries? I'm not sure what you mean by the Kiffin timeout situation. What do you mean by the Kiffin timeout situation? Do you think the talent of the SEC is just great this year throughout the conference at the Uncle Lou? Talent's always great in the SEC. I mean, they've had the most players drafted every year for 20 years in a row. Yeah, you're talking about them faking injuries. Yeah. Yeah. The conference is the only people that can do anything about it. Officials can't do anything about it in game. They're not allowed to. The only person that can do anything about it is the conference. And the conference had a talk with Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin this week. So we'll see what happens. LSU fan, what's up, Lou? What's your score for today? What, for the LSU game? That's a hard game to pick, man. It's hard to pick against LSU at home at night. I do think Ole Miss is a better team, though. So I didn't bet that game because of that. Because it's hard to bet against LSU at home at night. I think I picked Ole Miss to win, but I'm not betting $1 on that game. I think it's going to be a good game. Bobo sucks. Yeah. Second best offensive coordinator Georgia's ever had. Two of the best 3 offenses Georgia's ever put on the field with Bobo as an offensive coordinator. Scored more points against Alabama 3 weeks ago than Monken ever did. With this garbage offense. Yeah, Bobo sucks though. Did you see Bobo just give up that 70-yard bomb to that Mississippi State receiver just now? Is the SEC down? Have you looked at the top 10? Michigan won the last true blue season of college football and cheated to do it. You left that part out. And cheated to do it. Notre Dame and Stanford. Notre Dame's up 21-7 in the third quarter over Stanford. There's Nate Frazier with another run. Of course, they got to take him out of the game immediately. He's only allowed to play like one play every 20 minutes. Second and 3 for Georgia inside Mississippi State territory on the 45. Pass complete by ETN. Picks up a first down. Another bad throw by Beck, by the way. Good catch by ETN, though. First and 10, Georgia at the Mississippi State 36. Georgia's up 3. Pass caught by ETN behind the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 4. Second down now for the Dogs. ETN comes out, Nate Frazier back in the game. 2nd and 5. 3 wide, shotgun for Beck, Frazier to his left. Snap. Play action pass, Beck in the pocket, scrambles to his right, throws on the run deep. Caught. Did he get a foot down? Yes. Now, I'm going to have to look at this again, but that's a hell of a fucking catch. That's a hell of a catch there, and he somehow got his foot down too. Who was that? Dylan Bell? Flag. What is this now? Holding defense declined. I want to see this catch again. That was a hell of a catch. It looked like it was going to be another Beck overthrow, didn't it? It looked like it was going to be another Beck overthrow. Yeah, Dylan Bell. Look, did he get... He did get it down. Look at that. What a catch. And held on to the ball. Nice. Is that Dean Legge's dumbass in the way back there? Dean Legge, get your dumbass out of the way, man! Golly, you ain't got to be all back there taking pictures that close to the thing, man! Come on, Dean. Fuck. Dylan Bell almost landed right on Dean Legge's camera. Could have dislocated his whole right self. Come on, Dean.
Damn, Dean.
Yeah, that's a good throw by Beck on the run, too. That's one of his better throws I've seen him make this season, actually. Yeah, that's one of the better throws he's made this season.
It is so good, Larry. It was very good.
Dripped Up Vol says, I'm so worried about Tennessee tonight. I'm not going to lie. That's probably the game I'm most excited to watch today. Just because of what's on the line for both teams. I mean, if Florida wins, that could save Billy Napier's job. I mean, that would be a huge win for him on the road there. If Tennessee loses, their fans are going to riot. If it dropping 2 games in a row after all the expectations that they heaped on Tennessee this year and on Nico. Tennessee coming off of a loss last week. Florida's with 2 straight wins now against Mississippi State and Central Florida. Now, I think Tennessee's going to win the game, and they're a 2-touchdown favorite for a reason. And Tennessee's really tough at home to beat. But if for some reason that thing gets close in the second half, boy, that's going to be a tense situation for the Tennessee man. We're going to be streaming that one on Patreon. So I'm going to stay on here until the Texas OU game is over. Unless if it remains a blowout, then I'm going to shut this stream down at 7. Because the Florida-Tennessee game comes on at 7. But we're streaming all the Patreon games, or all the primetime games tonight on Patreon. So I think most of y'all are already signed up over there on the Patreon page. But if for some reason you're not and you want to check it out, the link is in the description of the video. You just click that link. It'll take you to the Patreon page and you can have a look around. But I'll post it in the chat there too. But that's a link to the Patreon page. So at 7 o'clock tonight, I'll post a link over on the Patreon page. You just go over there, click that link, and it'll take you to the stream for the primetime games. We got Florida, Tennessee, Ohio State, Oregon, LSU, Ole Miss, Colorado, and Kansas State should be a good one too. Another deep pass by Mississippi State. This one falls incomplete though. 3rd and 10 coming up. Georgia up 20-10 with 6:20 to go. I'm worried about Bama, too. I know they struggled today, but they will show up for us at the Uncle Lou. Yeah, it's going to be another great game. That's next week, isn't it? Isn't that next week? I think it's next week. Damn, so Tennessee's got Florida and Bama back-to-back weeks. I don't know if I realized that. Yeah, Georgia plays on the road at Texas next week, so another tough one for Georgia, too. 3rd and 10 pass falls incomplete for Mississippi State. 4th and 10, they'll have to kick it away. Flag down, though. Let's see what that's about. Did the Gumps make the gumbo? No, this isn't gumbo. This is regular gumbo. Yeah, it was good too. I about licked this bowl clean. I'm gonna eat some more in a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is so good. It's so good. Second half underway in LA. Southern Cal all over Penn State in the first half. 20-6 is our score there. Georgia up 20-10 over Mississippi State about halfway through the second quarter. 6:15 to go. And Texas and Oklahoma. Texas up big. Headed into the second half. Lou, you getting chunky again? No. I'm at the same weight. I hadn't gained no weight. I'm about 172. My Vols always lose to the Gators, just like Kentucky always loses to us. Monkeys on the back in that. Well, you beat them. You did beat them 2 years ago in Knoxville, though. But yeah, before that, they had beat you a bunch of years in a row or whatever it was. But you did beat them the last time y'all played in Knoxville in, what was that, 2022? Who you taking tonight, Colorado or Kansas State? I've got Kansas State minus 3.5. Third down for Mississippi State after that penalty kept them on the field. 3rd and 9. They're on their own 42-yard line. 4 wide, snap, back to throw, under pressure, gets rid of it, incomplete. I think that was Malachi Starks on a blitz. Got to the quarterback right as he was throwing the ball. Pass falls incomplete. 4th and 9, and they will have to kick it away now. Why don't we keep Nate Frazier in? Man, he's better than Brandon and Cash Jones are only 2 good running backs for Etienne and Frazier. Yeah, well, Branson Robinson got hurt, so I don't know. I have to get some updates on that. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I do think Nate Frazier brings a lot more to the table than Branson Robinson does. Penn State always chokes in these big games. It seems like that lately, that's for sure. I mean, they haven't. When's the last time they beat Michigan and Ohio State, right? It seems like it's been a while. They don't even play Michigan this year. They do play Ohio State later. Penn State, double pass, deep. Holy shit, Ham Hock came down with it. Did you see that?
No, I missed it.
This Ham Hock is the only person Penn State has. Holy shit, why? Turn it to the Penn State game immediately if you're not watching it. This was some kind of weird double pass looking deal. And they just chunked it up into the end zone for Ham Hock, and he came down with it. Look at this, double pass. There, Ham Hock, right down the seam. He's covered, don't matter. Catches it anyway. Oh, you throw it anywhere near Ham Hock, he's catching it. Dang. Georgia going deep. As a man. Did Arian Smith catch that? Holy shit.
Another one.
Boy, Arian Smith better go play the lottery tonight or something. He's done caught like 2 passes in this game and only has, I think, 1 drop so far. This is like the luckiest game he's ever had. That was a good catch, too. Shout out Carson Beck for trying to overthrow him, but not doing it. Man. Feels good to see that as a Georgia fan. I'll take about 25 more of those this season, please, and thank you. Now, Arian Smith, done for the year now. Shit. Here we go. We don't worry. Don't worry. Georgia doesn't need him. I promise. You just wait. Just wait. All the Georgia fans will tell you. If he's out for the year, I'll tell you we don't need him. Well, we don't need anybody. I hate that, man. Damn it. Lou, someone tells USC fans they are allowed to go to games. They don't care about games out there, boss. Southern Cal, Miami. They don't care about games. Thank you, Jake. Chris Day says, saw an interesting stat earlier. All Big Ten teams traveling more than 2 time zones or 1 in 9. I saw that too somewhere. Twitter or saw a graphic somewhere. I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that too. SEC is better on CBS. I don't really know the difference. I don't really know the difference on that. Thank you, Legendary, Chris Day, Jake. Trucking with Jeter. Glad to have you back streaming. We'll go Gators. Hey, thank you, Jeter. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me. I missed y'all too, man. I missed y'all too. I enjoy talking football with y'all all day on Saturdays. I really do. Jim Nantz and crew is legendary. All everybody did for the last 20 years when the SEC was on CBS was complain about the commentators. Now the SEC isn't on CBS and people are complaining that they missed the commentators. Yeah, I tell you, man, it's a weird world we living in.
That's how it works.
This is a weird world we're living in, man.
That's how it works.
This is a weird world we're living in. 1st and 10 dogs on the Mississippi State 25, 4 minutes to go in the first half. A handoff to Frazier for about 3 yards. Central, if that's true, then that makes me, that's because I don't have many goals as it relates to what y'all do. But if I can get people to be more interested in college football as a whole, as opposed to only paying attention to their own team, which there's nothing wrong with that, and that's what a lot of people do. In fact, the majority of college football fans know a lot about their own team, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. They don't follow any other teams, but like I tell people all the time, I told y'all, I say it constantly. I'm a college football fan. Georgia just happens to be my favorite team, but I fucking love college football, all of it. And so if if I can get some amount of y'all to feel the same way, then that's a success. What in the fuck is what was Dylan Bell doing there? I'm pretty sure Dylan Bell just juked himself somehow. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but I think Dylan Bell just juked himself into like a 4-yard gain. Look, what are you doing, dude? I don't know what that was. Lou, I love Nance. I had 0 complaints. I hear you, man. Yeah, I hear you. 2nd and 13. Georgia with a fake reverse. Beck throws complete. Another Oscar Delp sighting. 1st down. Inside the 1. 1st and goal. Georgia just inside the 1. Y'all better watch out. Georgia's starting to dust off Oscar Delp now. Y'all are fucked. Georgia's going 16-1 and winning it all. They done started dusting off Oscar Delp. And don't forget, London Humphreys caught a pass earlier too. Are you drinking from a stadium cup? Yeah. Where did this one come from?
That one came from the Georgia Tech game that we went to?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. No, this is from the Georgia Alabama national title game in 2017.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't go to that game. Somebody did and gave me the cup. Because it says 2017 SEC champions and Rose Bowl champions. So this would have been from the national title game. Somebody brought me that cup back. I didn't go to the game. Oklahoma with the ball. Start of the 3rd quarter. Nice looking run to start things off. Picks up about 11 yards. 1st down Sooners. How many Venom movies are they going to make now? They just won't give up.
No, there's a lot.
They just won't stop with these Venom movies. Matt Judy, thank you for the super chat. Says, glad to have you back. Woo, tuning in like I'm supposed to. Go Clemson Tigers. Yeah, Clemson blew somebody out again today. Wake Forest, was it? Penn State has scored. I mean, y'all didn't even tell me, but it's 20-13. I was wondering why everybody stopped talking shit about Penn State all of a sudden. 20-13. Penn State has scored to start the third quarter. Southern Cal with the ball, looking at a 3rd and 11, though. It's a 1-touchdown game now. Yeah, I was wondering why it's been like 8 minutes since anybody said Penn State sucks and is overrated and James Franklin needs to be fired, but now I see why. Gladiator 2. I have a bad feeling about Gladiator 2. You know what else ain't no good? The Joker.
Oh, with Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh boy, they said that was fucking garbage. The new
I
one.
didn't like the first one, so I'm not planning on watching
They said that new Joker movie is absolute dog shit.
I don't know. Denzel Washington's in the second Gladiator movie.
I have a bad feeling about the second Gladiator movie. I love the first Gladiator. I do. Uh-oh, big play by the condoms. All the way down inside the 10 around the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Southern Cal. I liked the first Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I thought it was great. But I heard this second one is a steaming pile. So I'm pretty sure Mississippi State still just has that one fucking first down. It just happened to be a 70-yard bomb. Other than that, they ain't done shit. All right, Georgia inside the 1-yard line. Old school I formation with ETN dotting the I. Play action pass, though. Caught. Lawson Lucky. Touchdown. Good guys. Flag. Damn it, man. That's what I tell you. Oh, holding on to defense. All right, so touchdown, Georgia. James Film, thank you for the super chat. Says, just got out of surgery to remove a suspicious nodule on my thyroid 2 days ago. I'm not supposed to get too worked up for a few days, so I'll likely skip the Vols game, first time in 20 years. I hate that you have to miss that, but I mean, I'm not going to, if that's what the doctor said, then that's probably the best thing to do. I mean, I'm not a doctor, although I do play one on YouTube. I'm not actually one. So I guess we have to listen. I guess that's one of these doctor's orders deals on that. But I hate that you have to miss the game, though. Georgia offense puts up 27 in the first half. Holy shit, this is amazing. Yeah, don't forget to fire Bobo, though. Where's the fire Bobo people? They only scored 27 points against Mississippi State. Well, what's 27 times 2? 54? You dumb fucks would be crying. Georgia only scored 54 against Mississippi State. Fire Bobo. Fire Bobo. Fire Bobo. Bring back Coley or Jim Chaney. That's what some of you idiots want. Y'all used to suck Jake Fromm's dick like it was the fountain of youth, while we were busy scoring 24 points a game for the entire season, and y'all were happy as shit. And Bobo comes in, scores 41 points a game, and y'all won't shut up with the dribble and drool. I don't understand. Somebody's going to have to sit me down and explain it to me like I'm 3. I don't understand it. Fromm never even threw for 3,000 yards in a season. Ever. Beck had more than that last year. Like, hey, had way more than that. What do you have, 35, 36, 3,700 yards? I mean, Georgia was a top 5 passing offense last year. Fire Bobo. Bring back Jake Fromm and Jim Chaney, and James Coley, so we can go back to scoring 26 points a game again. Walk to school in the snow, uphill, both ways, barefooted. Ewers running for his life. Picks up the first down, slides. He's down. That's first down. First down, Texas. DeBoer checking to see if Tom Hanks has eligibility. No, what's funny is the Alabama fans aren't even going to understand aren't even going to get that. They don't know. They don't know what Tom Hanks has to do with DeBoer in Alabama. They have no idea. Because they think Forrest Gump's a real fucking person. They think Forrest Gump was a documentary. Like that he's still wandering around out there somewhere. Like if they could just find him, you know, and get him on the field, it would solve all their problems. So when you say Tom Hanks, they don't even know what you're talking about. Ignore what happened against Kentucky. Yeah, Todd Monken scored 16 points against Kentucky and 14 points against Kentucky. So, I mean, exactly how retarded are you on a scale of 16 to 14? Let's go get Monken so we can score 16 points against Kentucky again. Whee! Is that what you want to do? Holy shit. What a retard you are. What a retard. Bobo scored more points on Alabama 3 weeks ago than Monken ever did. Monken never scored more than 26 on Bama. Monken never scored more than 26 on Bama. Bobo puts up 34. You want Jake Fromm and James Coley back. I don't understand. Uh-oh. Don't look now, but Mississippi State got a first down. Holy shit. That's a minor miracle. Coming up on a minute to go until halftime, though. Does anybody go to the USC game? No. Nope. Not a soul. Poverty attendance levels. Southern Cal. Forrest Gump is transferred from Alabama. Reasoning, quote unquote, from Forrest Gump. They aren't any good. Got to get out of that shithole. Forrest Gump has entered the portal. Bama's so bad, Forrest Gump entered the portal. Shit. First and 10, Mississippi State going deep again. Nobody home this time. Incomplete. $20 to 13, still the score. Southern Cal up over Penn State. 8:25 to go in the third. 21 to 3, no score in the second half of this Texas OU game yet. It's fine with me if it stays that way, but here we go. Texas with a huge run down inside the 20 to around the 18. Texas in the red zone. Best drive of the second half right here. First and 10 coming up for Texas on the OU 18. Mississippi State with the ball, second and 10, 36 seconds to go until halftime. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete with 32 seconds to go. You're going to hear it from Kangaroo Black. Hear what from Kangaroo Black? About how if they could play Vandy again, they'd beat them? Third and 10. Mississippi State on their own 46, and they're going to call a timeout. What time is it? Oh, no. 6 o'clock? All right. At halftime of the Georgia game, I might take like a 5-minute break. I need to upload a halftime video anyway. Well, I won't take a break. I'll just upload a video. Uh-oh. Dew Aller with a big pass up towards midfield. What it looked like, I don't know. We got to start giving Vandy some respect. The mighty Commodores. They are better this year probably than any year they've been in a while. Third and 10 for Mississippi State. 32 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw. Deep down the sideline. intercepted. Is that KJ Bolden? I think that's KJ Bolden, and if it is, I think that's his first career interception. Unless I'm forgetting about one, but true freshman. Isn't KJ Bolden number 4? Somebody in the chat know? Yeah, KJ Bolden. I think that's his first one. True freshman, 5-star safety. I think that's his first one. Yeah, good for him. Glad he almost had one a couple of games back. But there he is, just playing center field and just floats right up underneath it. Georgia will come out and take a knee, I'm sure. UJ straight garbage. Yeah, I don't see how they ever win a game, man. You cracked the code. You have cracked the code. Uh-oh, 1st and goal, Penn State. Oh, no. Come on, man. Did I really have Penn State minus 3.5? I had Penn State minus 3.5, and y'all was clowning me. Now they're about to tie it up. Then what are y'all going to say? It's going to be inside the 1-yard line, I know that. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Come on, Penn State. We got to get Lou paid now. Let's go. I missed 2 weeks of work. Second and goal. Dualler. Handoff. Touchdown, Penn State. It's going to have a tie ball game here. Going to have a tie ball game here, and that and this and that and the other and this and that and 2, and also in addition to that and 2 and as well. 1st and 10 for Georgia. What are they, to let Beck throw the ball? Oh, here's shit. Here we go. Underneath the ETN, of course. Caught 4-yard gain. "13 seconds to go and a half." Man. Wait. They didn't miss the extra point, did they? Oh, okay. I was about to get big mad. Here comes the extra point for Penn State. Snap, hold, kick is good. 20-20. All tied up in that. All tied up. That shit about DeBoer checking to see if Tom Hanks has eligibility is funny as fuck, Matt Judy.
Might need to write that down.
I might need to write that down, my man. I look, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There is no any intellectual property that's left in the YouTube comment section automatically becomes property.
It's up for grabs.
YouTube
Yeah.
Studios, yeah. God damn. I might have to steal that. This Warren kid is tearing USC's asshole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. USC doing things. Oh, USC doing USC things, yeah. Yeah, this was a 14-point game at halftime, and they've come all the way back and tied it up at 20. Beck plays well when he can relax any pressure and he's scared. So frustrating to watch when you know you will need him in the playoffs. Yeah. Beck underneath again. Inside the 40 to around the 37. Georgia probably attempt a field goal here. Would be my guess with 4 seconds to go. Yeah, they're going to use their last timeout and attempt a field goal here at the end of the first half. Lexington going to be rocking tonight. Go Cats. Yeah, Kentucky and Vandy tonight, too. Uncle Lou, are you still watching? No. Mm-mm. Nope. Not watching at all. Oklahoma runs the ball 2nd and 14, backed up inside their own 5 for no gain. 3rd and 14 coming up now. He's still watching. Tyler Warren equals Penn State Brock Bowers. Oh, you're talking about Ham Hock. Yeah, that's Ham Hock. Yeah, Ham Hock for Penn State is no joke. Number 44. That's Ham Hock. Huh?
Why do you call him Ham Hock?
You seen him? You seen him? 14 for Oklahoma. They're down 21-3, 7 minutes to go in the third. On their own 6-yard line. Back to throw in the end zone. Scrambles out to the right. Throws out of bounds. Nowhere to go with the ball. Had to get rid of it. 4th and 14. Oklahoma will be punting from their own end zone in that. Georgia misses the field goal. I didn't see it. Was it short, wide left, pushed, pulled, what?
Oh, damn.
I didn't see it. He's been pretty automatic. I'm not mad at it. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get mad about that. I'm not gonna get mad about that. Can you take this? You can leave it out. I'm gonna have some more in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Lou, do Family Feud on the Morn Bug show? That's a good idea. We haven't done that in a while. I gotta make a halftime video on that. If I can find my glasses also, too. Let me just go with these. All right, Georgia up 27-10 over Mississippi State at halftime. Started a little shaky. I like the way they played a lot better in the second quarter. 17-point lead. They missed the field goal at the end of the first half. They're a long field goal at the end of the first half that would have made it 30-10. Offensively, Mississippi State can't do anything. They didn't get a first down until like halfway through the second quarter, and they basically just threw one of these miracle 70-yard bombs, and the guy caught it downfield. That's the only decent play they had. In the entire first half, they get down there, a 70-yard bomb gives them first and goal inside the 4 or inside the 5. They go on to score. The other 3 points, the field goal that they got, a fluke turnover, really. Carson Beck drops back to throw the ball. It gets tipped by a defensive lineman at the line of scrimmage, pops up 50 feet in the air. Mississippi State comes down with it already in the red zone. They went 3 and out, kicked a field goal. That was their first 3 points, and then that sort of fluky 70-yard bomb that they caught down there inside the 5 and turned into a touchdown. So defensively, I think Georgia's played pretty well. Basically shut Mississippi State down outside of that 170-yard play. Offensively, still a little frustrating to watch. I mean, clearly there's no like game-breaking wide receiver on this team, and they're not suddenly going to find one, so they got to figure some other things out. It's good to see Oscar Delp have a couple of catches. I mean, this guy's been on a milk carton all season. Honestly, I thought he was dead. To be honest with you, I hadn't heard from him since last season. Why does it seem like he did more as Brock Bowers' backup than he does now that he's supposedly supposed to be the starter? Lawson Lucky gets more reps and playtime and catches and all that kind of stuff than he does. I don't know. So it was good to see him make a couple of catches. The Branson Robinson thing, look, I don't ever want anybody to get injured. Whether they play for Georgia, another team, whatever. But I'm still going to say what I was planning on saying, even though Branson Robinson has since been injured, which is he's not very good. And I don't understand for the life of me why he keeps getting in the game every single week before Nate Frazier. It just makes no sense at all. He's just not very good. He had the 1 touchdown run inside the 5-yard line, but I said even last week, okay, use him for that. You can use him for that. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, goal line situations, fine. But just putting him in as RB2 at random points in the game on 1st and 10 instead of Nate, it just doesn't make any sense. You go back to last week, he had, what did he have? He had 8 carries for 15 yards last week, Branson Robinson did. Nate Frazier, on the other hand, had like 5 carries for 38 yards. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I do own a calculator. And I can do basic English and social studies. And that's more yards per carry. It's not even close. Anyway, Branson Robinson ends up getting hurt in this game, and I hate to see that. He's just coming off of an injury. He missed all of last year. But Nate Frazier's just way better. So that's all there's to it. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's obvious to everybody except whatever dummy at UGA is coming up with the running back rotation. So, Arian Smith, what a catch and throw, by the way. Carson Beck, really during his entire career, has had an impossible time hitting the deep throws. Overthrows, underthrows, throws it out of bounds, throws it too far. inbound, whatever. Just terrible deep ball thrower. And it seems like the few times he has put it on the money to Arian Smith finds a way to drop it. Well, they finally connected on one of those deep balls today, which was good to see. It was a good throw, diving catch by Arian Smith, and that was another throw Beck had. This might be one of the best throws I've ever seen Beck make. He rolled out to the right on the run and threw it to the back of the end zone, and Dylan Bell made it just an unbelievable catch in the back of the end zone. So I think Beck's played okay. I mean, I could come on here and yell and scream and bitch and moan about all the throws and passes behind the line of scrimmage, but here's the problem. Do you watch any college football besides your own team? I mean, we're watching all the games in here. Every single team, I've told you, it's a cancer. It's some sort of fucking disease that has overtaken the world of college football. Every single team you watch in the country is throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage 15 fucking times a game. So, do I like it that Carson Beck keeps throwing these hitch passes and checkdowns? No. But every single team I don't know what happened. There was some kind of a meeting, and I wasn't invited, and the decision was made, you have to throw 30% of your passes out or behind the line of scrimmage. That's the only explanation. There is no other explanation. So no, I don't like that. But anyway, Mississippi State's terrible. I'm not going to get on here and brag about beating them 27-10. The final score will probably be something like 45-17. I mean, Mississippi State's just a terrible team. We're not learning anything about Georgia from this game. At all. Mississippi State's horrible. How bad are they? They're so bad they got blown out by Florida. You know how hard that is to do? Get blown out by Florida? Holy shit. I mean, you got to be like biblically bad, epically bad to get blown out by Florida. Speaking of blown out by Florida, they play on the road at Tennessee tonight, and I'm here to tell you, if Tennessee loses that game, holy shit. The Hilljack Voltards are liable to jump into a fucking river. They'll be down something horrendous if John Hopeful finds a way to shit his pants against Florida tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. Texas is all over Oklahoma. Oklahoma just hasn't been able to do anything offensively in this game. Just absolutely nothing. Not that Texas is lighting the world on fire offensively, but Oklahoma's got a pretty good defense. Texas is dominating this game. Commercial break right now, but Southern Cal, Penn State, that's probably the best 3:30 game that's on. Southern Cal was all over them in the first half. 20-6 was the score. And you know what was surprising in that game? Southern Cal was dominating along the lines of scrimmage in that game. I couldn't believe it. They were gashing Penn State for big runs right up the middle. Anyway, tale of two halves. Third quarter gets underway, and Penn State right away comes out and scores 2 touchdowns and has now tied the thing up at 20 apiece. And looks like, at least, I think, probably going to go on to win the game. Now, I'm just saying that because I bet Penn State. I'll admit it, okay? I bet Penn State minus 3.5. So maybe I'm a little biased. I do hope they come that Penn State finds a way to win because I bet Penn State minus 3.5. Did I bet the Georgia game? Fuck no. Georgia was a 34-point favorite. Huh? You'd have to be allergic to money to bet Georgia minus 34.5. Why would you do that? Georgia hasn't covered a spread since week 1 against Clemson. That's an ACC team. So you know they down bad. Georgia probably won't cover the spread again until the last game of the regular season when they play what? Another ACC team, Georgia Tech. So no, late night, no minus 34. Look at this bag of shit here. Name of Jalen Mildew. Oh my God. Alabama escaped one today, didn't they? Holy, I got plenty to say about that tomorrow when your season is over video, but boy, Alabama escaped a bad one there. Kalen DeBoer, they might have burned that man's house down. If he'd have lost today, they would have burned that man's house down in Tuscaloosa. Someone in the comment section said Kalen DeBoer called Tom Hanks to find out if he had any eligibility left. I said, hell, the Alabama fans don't even know what that means. Tom Hanks says, "Do you have any eligibility there?" He said, "What do you mean they don't know that?" I said, "They don't know that. They think Forrest Gump is real. They don't know that. They don't know that's Tom Hanks playing a character. Like they think that's a documentary." Yeah, Alabama fans dumb as shit. But anyway, the Gumps did upset South Carolina today. So huge win for Kalen DeBoer against the mighty Gamecocks today. So shout out to them, I guess. I don't know. Any other games on of note? Notre Dame all over Stanford. Nobody cares. Pitt up 17-9. Illinois 34-20 over Purdue. That's a lot of points in that game. In fact, that's too many points. Fuck. I bet the under in that game. Y'all didn't even tell me in the chat either, dumbasses. We're live streaming. Y'all didn't even tell me in the chat that I already lost that bet already. I can't trust this chat for nothing. They don't tell me nothing. And half the shit they do tell me is a lie. Some of them don't even know they're lying. It's a fake news deal with that. Anyway, if you want to come hang out and watch the second half of these games, we're live streaming. Uh-oh, what is this? Incomplete pass into the end zone there. Southern Cal trying to retake the lead. No. Quit crying for a penalty. They cry for a penalty, not Southern Cal, just college football players in general. After every play, you can find players crying for a penalty these days. Unreal. Anyway, come on over if you want to hang out and watch the second half of these games. For the primetime games tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, we'll be on Patreon. So there's a link in the description of this video. Take you to the Patreon page. But we got Florida, Tennessee tonight, Oregon, and Ohio State. LSU and Ole Miss is on tonight. Vandy and Kentucky. Colorado and Kansas State. Ton of great games tonight. So we're going to live stream starting on Patreon around 7. Link in the description of the video. Take you to the Patreon page, and we can hang out tonight and watch the games over on Patreon. But anyway, have a great day! Hey, lady, what are you doing? Oh, okay. I gotta upload this video. The lady's gonna come talk to y'all for a while. Better behave. All right, I'll be right back. Gotta get this video uploaded.
I'm doing good, Robert. What's up, Spike? What's up, Jamal? Are you asking me that question, Corey? What's one word to describe Alabama? What's up, Kimberly? H post. My mom and them's good. Thank you for asking, Billy. What's up, Alfie? He does have a brother, Jeff. I'm doing good, Martin. What's up, Spike and Brian? Oh, California. What's up, Mikey? Yeah, I'd like to go to California. I have a niece that's in LA right now. She's going to school out there. It's good to be seen. Thank you. No, I don't F-shelled. I used to when I was a teenager, but no, not anymore. Commit. You silly committed. Yes, thanks, Dennis. Yeah, it was a little hairy there for the first. We were out of power for 10 days, so. No, Robert, I don't think he's going live. I mean, he might still be live from the 7:30 games, but or 7:30 games, but No, I don't think he's going live for the 10 o'clock games. Um, I can't really answer that question, Gavin, because I'm not a huge, I don't know too much about sports, so. He did come in, so, that was a little bit of an issue too, but yeah, he finally went to, T-Mobile. I had to call 3 different places just to make sure they had the equipment available, and yeah, the third place that I called was inside of our, the mall here. Um, so he went over there first thing they opened on Friday and got the 5G home internet. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, we got extremely lucky. I mean, but on like both ends of our family, and not a lot of people are down really bad from that hurricane. He's got to sleep at some point, Breaking Perils, okay? Yes, he is still, my oldest one is still a Michigan fan. Today, go Knowles? No, they're playing right now. What's. King TL says, hi, BA. Who do you think wins between Ohio State and Oregon? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He's uploading a video, halftime video, Eric. I don't know about favorite food, but he has always said that his death real death death row meal is steak, potatoes, yeah, like a steak, potato, and some sort of vegetable, I think. Well, thank you, DG. I appreciate that. I should screenshot that comment. Why are you gonna kick his ass, Eric? What happened? I don't know about boiled peanut. I've never even heard of boiled peanut casserole. Thank you, Martin. That's right. If that were true, I guess I'd have a lot of women asking me that, but I don't committed, so it was my charming and witty personality that locked him down. Ask him, he'll tell you. No, BA as in Battle Angel. Yeah. If you're talking about his ex-wife, Brownstown, we get along great. What's up, James? Well, DG, I'm not worried about him going anywhere. So, but I mean, I appreciate what you're trying to say. That's right, Jonathan. You tell him. No, I think he prefers to be here. Prefers to be here. It's, well, I mean, he did get to do what he has always wanted to do, which is sit in the sports book in Cherokee and watch games, due to the hurricane. It's okay, Joe. I'm used to it. Yeah, there you go, Yakum Flaber. Is that I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. I probably just butchered that. That's right. The real question is how did Uncle Lou get BA? It was his wit and personality as well. Nobody's mistreating Uncle Lou. Right, huge personality. Oh, you guys are so funny. Did somebody ask where we met again? What's up, Deion Sanders? Did you get that yard work taken care of? That cleanup taken care of? That's right, Jonathan Moxley. Yep, it was the dance moves that got me. Yep, you got me there. Don't make fun of his purse. Did somebody make fun of your purse? I must have missed that. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, he's in his element, so he's happy. He's happy. He missed you guys. His Merce, that's right. No, he's uploading a halftime video and taking a 5-minute break.
Well, they don't ask me this dumb shit. They wait till you get up here and ask all the dumb shit. Oklahoma throws it away on first down, nowhere to go with the ball. 24-3, they're down now. Big play by the Dogs to start the third quarter, gets them all the way down to the Mississippi State 42. Play action pass now for Beck, goes deep down the middle. Caught, Arian Smith again, walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Look at there.
Look, if they can get Arian Smith going, I'll take back what I said. If they can get him going, I'll take back what I said. But the guy had more drops than catches last year. That's just a fact. And he's got several key drops this year, including in the opening drive against Alabama that would have been a touchdown. If he can get his shit together, I'm on board. If he can get it together, I'm on board. How in the hell? Yeah, this was a good-looking throw. Good-looking catch. I don't know why the Mississippi State man gave up. Why did the Mississippi State man let go of him? Did y'all see that at the end? The Mississippi State guy was like he thought he was already in the end zone or something. He just let him go. I don't know what that's about. Look at this. This guy must have money on Georgia. Does that Mississippi State guy have money on Georgia or what? What was that about?
Probably could have tried a little bit harder.
All right. Who wants to make some money? Let's make some money. All right. Let's just start over. Y'all go to prizepicks.com, make yourself some money, get signed up for an account. Make sure you use the promo code Uncle Lou. They're going to give you $50. You make any $5 play, whether you win or lose, doesn't matter. They'll give you $50. I like Nico. What? They took Nico off already? I guess it's too close to the start of the game. Damn. Shit. Nope, there he is. There he is. Nico, over 226 passing yards. Yes, please. I also... What was the other one? What was the other one? Oh, Jackson Dart. LSU secondary suspect. What? No Jackson Dart? Come on, man. I'm about to be big mad. I waited too long. I waited too long. What about Will Howard? Will Howard over 238 passing yards. Yes. That's a winner, ain't it? Nico over 226. Will Howard more than 238. Let's go with that. $20 to win 60. 25. How about 25 to win 75? Nico more than 226. Will Howard more than 230. Let's do that. Lineup submitted. Okay, there we go. Did I pick a winner or no? Y'all think I picked a winner or no? I did spell Jackson Dart wrong. You're right. I spelled it wrong. That's on me. That's on me. I like Jackson Dart over the passing yards too, because LSU secondary. Hot doo-doo. But do you think I picked a winner there? I think I picked a winner there. But y'all go check it out. They've been kind enough to work with me this football season. And if enough of y'all go sign up over there, then who knows? Maybe they will work with me again next football season. And the best thing, well, there's a lot of good things, but with Prize Picks, like I'm in Georgia, I can't use like DraftKings or FanDuel. None of that's legal here. But Prize Picks I can use here in Georgia. So especially those of you that are in Georgia, and you're not able to use some of the other ones or whatever state you happen to be in. PrizePicks.com. Get signed up for an account. All you got to do is give them your email address. That's it. It's going to ask you for a promo code. Use the promo code Uncle Lou, just like it says there on the screen. One word without any spaces, uppercase letters, Uncle Lou. That's the only way they know you came from this channel, is if you use that promo code. And the more people sign up using that promo code, the more likely they'll be to work with me again next year. And you can make yourself some money watching these college football games. Everything is just more or less. So you pick a running back, it's more or less rushing yards, more or less touchdowns, whatever. You get the idea. It's kind of like fantasy football. But y'all check them out, prizepicks.com. Georgia went down and scored 34-10 the score now with 11.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Texas still up 24-3. What did I miss on the Southern Cal? Nothing. I didn't miss anything on the Southern Cal Penn State game. Okay. All right. If you say so. Texas in the red zone again. 3rd and 6. Ewers. Pass complete inside the 15. Inside the 10. Tackled at the 9. 1st and goal, Texas. You missed a field goal from each team, I think. Yeah, Still tied up, though, 23 apiece. I've got Penn State minus 3.5. I've got Texas, Oklahoma under 49. Yeah, and that sounds good. They're only at 27.
Yeah.
And it's the 4th quarter. Mm-hmm. So I'm liking my under pick on the Texas-Oklahoma game. It looks like that's probably going to hit. I need Penn State to score a touchdown is what I need to happen over there. I didn't bet anything on the Georgia game. But they're up by 24. Of course, they were favored by 34. They were favored by 34. And then what was my third? I think my third pick was the Purdue, Illinois under, and that's nowhere close to under. I lost that one. So I went 3-1 on my noon games.
3-1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went 3-1 on my noon games. It looks like I'm probably gonna go. I'm either gonna go 2-1 or 1-2 on the afternoon games. Illinois and Purdue under 47.5. They're already at 50-something points in that one. So I'm going to lose that one. Sack. Face mask, though, almost ripped his head off. Of course it was Chumbliss. Chaz Chambliss finally gets a sack, and he's so excited he almost rips the guy's head off. Poverty. Absolute poverty. Penn State minus 3. It's going to come down to the Penn State game, whether or not I go 2-1 or 1-2. I'm going to hit the Texas-Oklahoma under 49. I'm going to miss the Illinois-Purdue under 47.5. It's going to come down to the Penn State game, whether I go 2-1 or 1-2 on the 3:30 games. And I was 3-1 on the noon game, so got the day off to a good start. If you don't bet BYU against these weak-ass X-Pac-12 teams, you are missing out, says Doug Shelton. Georgia crowd is loud. Are they? Guess they're showing out for Kirby today. Mississippi State on the ground, trying to get to the outside, nowhere to go. Dan Jackson comes up to make the tackle. 2nd and about 10 now coming up for Mississippi State. Texas with a field goal. That's great news. That preserves the under for Uncle Lou. Never bet your heart. That's a fact. Never bet your heart. Georgia needs to clean up the flags. Yeah, they had a lot of penalties today. Boy, something bit me when I was outside. A mosquito or something got me. Mississippi State back to throw on 2nd and 8. Over the middle, caught, and good for the first down. Needed 8, gained 10. Inside the 20 to the Georgia 18-yard line, it looks like. Duval Dog, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here. Chaz Chambliss will still be starting at edge for the Dogs in 2065. That's a fact. That's a fact. And Cam Rising will still be injured as the quarterback at Utah. 1st and 10, Mississippi State on the Georgia 19. Handoff. Gets to the edge. Inside the 10. 5. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They just won't go away.
They won't go away.
Mississippi State just won't give up, you know? Mississippi State just won't give up. Was that Chaz not setting the edge again? My guess would be yes. That's probably the case. Probably Chaz Chambliss not setting the edge again. Let's see. Is he over there somewhere? No, I seen Dan Jackson get thrown to the ground like a rag doll, though. Just signed up for Prize Picks with your code. Hey, I appreciate that, Bradshaws. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's the only way they know. Who's that? Somebody bothering me on a college football Saturday. I don't like that shit at all. Ringing the doorbell and shit like a straight. If it's the, is it the Mormons? Is Drew Allergies allergic to throw into his own players? Did he just throw another interception and I missed it? If he did, that's his second one today at least. But yeah, I appreciate you signing up for Prize Picks, Bradshaw. That means a lot. Hopefully, if enough of y'all sign up using that code, then they'll work with me again next year. Starks missed another tackle. Yeah, he hasn't had a great game, Starks. I enjoy your channel, sir. Have a great weekend. Thank you, other brother Daryl. There's my brother Daryl. There's my other brother Daryl. Appreciate you hanging out today, man. I'm having a good time, too. I've never seen so many missed holding calls on a single play. There's holding on every play in college football, though. That's why I don't ever really get mad about missed holding calls. Southern Cal pass caught down inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal, condoms at the 9. Texas kicking off after that field goal. Can I make a bet with you, Lou, on Syracuse, NC State? If you want NC State, you can. Glad to see you guys getting back to somewhat normal. Yeah, it's been a mess the last couple of weeks, man, for sure. Power out, internet out. I went 3-4 different cities just to be able to watch football. I mean, I had a good time. You know, we spent 5 days with the Pete's, with Pigskin Pete and his wife and family out in Charleston. We had a great time. But it was just a bad situation. Who won the giveaway on the Patreon stream? I must have missed it. Who won it? Ohio won it. Ohio won the Patreon giveaway today. $50. If Georgia move up in ranking and Bama move down in ranking, a lot of people going to be mad. Well, the only way either of them is moving up is if somebody ahead of them loses. So, you know, I mean, Oregon and Ohio State, one of them is losing. Lou, remember Debo ran that UGA poodle off the sidelines? I don't know who Debo is. Nervous about what? The Georgia game? No. If you're talking about the Georgia game, no. The code to Prize Picks, Uncle Lou. One word, all uppercase letters, no spaces. It's on the screen. It's on the screen right there. Right there. Uncle Lou, uppercase letters, no spaces. PrizePicks.com. Make yourself some money while you watch these games. A reverse. Is that Anthony Evans? He's a speedster. Midfield, 40, 30. Out of bounds around the 25. I think that's Anthony Evans. Is it? Who is that? I think that's Anthony Evans. He normally just fair catches punch, but they let him run a reverse today. He is fast. Look at him. He is fast. Who did you bet for the Ohio State-Oregon game? I have not bet any of the primetime games yet. Y'all help me decide. Who should I bet tonight? All right. Iowa State -3 on the road at West Virginia. What are we doing there? Penn State not looking good? Yeah, Southern Cal just scored. I got Penn State minus 3.5. Cal is down 2 points with 2 minutes left. I picked Cal to win that one on the road. I didn't bet it, but I picked Cal to win. Ohio State is going to win despite all the bandwagon Oregon fans. There's bandwagon Oregon fans? I've never seen a bandwagon. I don't even think Oregon has a bandwagon. They've never won anything. You have to win something to have a bandwagon. I've never seen any bandwagon Oregon fans. I think you're making that up. How long does it take to withdraw winnings from Prize Picks? It's immediate. It's immediate. Beck, 1st and 10. Interception. Uh-oh. That's not good. Beck just threw an interception into the end zone, trying to go to Lawson Lucky. And Beck throws... that one is his fault. The first interception was just a tip drill thing. But that's on Beck there. That's not a good throw. Not good, Beck. Go Dogs, woo. You're a 5-star dummy. I don't understand people that would pay to do that. I don't know why somebody would pay to do that. I can't believe Michael fucking Hawkins is still in this game. Well, who else would they put in? You don't want him to go back to Jackson Arnold, do you? I mean, that wasn't Hawkins' fault. The Oklahoma man just dropped that ball. It hit him right in the damn hands. Pitt partially blocked the field goal. No good for Cal. Yeah, people call me a 5-star dummy for free all the time. I don't understand paying to do it. I can't wait to play another team that's coming off a hard loss, says Gamecock Man. Yeah. Well, right now, South Carolina's the team coming off of a tough loss. Y'all got upset by Alabama today. Southern Cal up 7 over Penn State. Indiana or Nebraska? Oh, man. God, see, there's some tough games. That's why I haven't bet these games already. These are tough ones. I didn't even know that. Are they playing today? I don't even see that on here. I don't even see the Indiana-Nebraska game on here. Texas doesn't look good this year? What? All right, hold on a second. All right, Coach Hill. I need you to type out in the comment section right now every team that does look good. I'm serious. I need you to type out every team that does look good if Texas doesn't look good this year. Because I'm alarmed. Oh, I'm not doing picks on next week's games. So don't even ask me that again. That's silly. Ohio State, LSU, and Vanderbilt are the picks for tonight. No way I'm betting Vanderbilt. After their biggest win in program history, no way. That's got let down game written all over it. I'm not betting against Vandy, but I'm not betting that game at all. There's no way. There's no way.
I'm gonna make a sign and put it on the front door.
Syracuse, I'll take Syracuse. Syracuse minus 1.5 against NC State. I'll take that. The 3:30 games, I had Penn State minus 3.5, Texas, Oklahoma under 49, and Purdue, Illinois under 49, I think. I'm going to go 1-2. I went 3-1 on the noon games, 1-2 on the 3:30 games. So I'm trying to find which games to lose money on for the night games now. Minnesota at UCLA. Who's watching that? I mean, seriously. I don't know what games to take. I'm looking. I do like Syracuse -1.5 at NC State. Ohio State and Oregon. I'm taking Ohio State. I'm taking Ohio State. All right. 34-17, Georgia up over Mississippi State. Carson Beck threw an interception in the end zone. Mississippi State now has the ball moving down the field here. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, so still a lot of time left in that one. Under 4 minutes to go, Penn State and Southern Cal, and they are tied up. Drew Aller's mad. You see Drew Aller jumping up and down? Yelling at his center. You see him? OSU, Q's, and K-State. I do like K-State, yeah. Drew Aller's always throwing a fit. 29-27, Oregon. I hope it's a good game just because it's the biggest game of the week. So, I mean, I hope it's a good game. That UJ versus Texas game is going to be fire. Yeah, that game's next week. Mississippi State about to score, yeah. First and goal. Mississippi State at the Georgia 7-yard line. On the ground, tackled at the 3. Second and goal coming up for Mississippi State at the 3. Number 18, Oklahoma getting body bagged. Yeah, they're getting killed. I'm not looking forward to Georgia having to play this Texas team next week. I'll tell you that right now. Mississippi State on the ground again. Nowhere to go this time. Stood up at the line of scrimmage, third and goal. Penn State throws complete inside the red zone down to the 23-yard line. Still plenty of time. 3.5 minutes to go. They're down 7. 5 minutes to go in the Red River Shootout. Texas all over Oklahoma, 34-3. Mississippi State now third and goal. They trail Georgia 34-17. Still a lot of time left in this one, though. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pass complete out in the flat. Tackled by KJ Bolden for no gain. 4th and goal coming up for Mississippi State. North Florida white trash. What's up, buddy? Once had me a girl on floppy top, half short, the other half fat. Now she's headed over to Chess's house, letting him hit it from the back.
Oh, we got a poet in the chat.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, it's going to be a tough task for Georgia next week to beat this Texas team. Texas looks like the best team in the country so far this season. Mississippi State on 4th and goal scores a touchdown. Wide open out of the backfield into flat. Stumbles into the end zone for a touchdown. Oklahoma back to throw, running out of time. 3.5 minutes to go. Quarterback's going to take off running. Gains a couple of yards and then ducks out of bounds. Deweiler in the pocket, throws out in the flat, complete inside the 10, 5. Touchdown Penn State. So we're going to be tied up here with 2:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Touchdown Penn State, yeah. Uncle Lou, Texas fans are mistreating you in another chat? Oh, I don't care about that. At all. You mean a bunch of people somewhere know who I am? Too much time left for Southern Cal? Yeah. Our secondary looks like trash and Beck holds the ball way too long. Important extra point here for Penn State. Right down the middle, all tied up, 30 apiece. Penn State 30, Southern Cal 30, 2:53 to go in the game. Cal got turned over on downs, Pitt wins. Well, I didn't bet on it, but I did pick Cal, so I was wrong on that one. Schumann sucks. Yeah, Schumann sucks, Bobo sucks, Beck sucks, the defensive backs suck. Pretty much the whole team and coach staff sucks is what I'm getting from the chat here. So Georgia will be lucky to win this game or any other game the rest of the season, honestly. They're probably going to finish 4-8. I'm confused about this person that keeps getting banned. You probably find yourself confused a lot. Don't worry about it. 2019 all over again. Picking Cal is crazy work. They had to go cross country. Yeah, and almost won. That's how crazy it was. That's how crazy it was. Yeah, Brandon, I have a good time watching these games with y'all, man. Their receivers are just getting too open, says Lee. This Penn State Southern Cal game is fine. Yeah, this is the best game on right now, for sure. Might be headed to overtime in this one. Well, I don't know. I mean, we got 3 minutes to go. So there's still plenty of time. Everybody sucks and nobody has played anybody. That's a great point, Rudy. That pretty much sums up my comment section on any random day. Everybody sucks and nobody has played anybody. That pretty much sums it up. Hoping for a Penn State loss to cap off the Pitt win. Oklahoma 4th and 9. Quarterback running for his life. How's that not holding? I don't know. I'll never know. That looked like pretty obvious holding to me. Georgia doesn't have enough offensive talent to win it all this year. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They might still make the playoffs, but they're not beating 3 top 10 teams in a row with this team. And that's what you'd have to do to win the playoffs. Penn State down bad. Are they? Isn't it tied? Isn't it tied? Yeah. Not sure how that's down bad, but how about that? 2nd and 1, Southern Cal picks up the first down, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the game now. I predict USC will hit a game-winning touchdown, says Monster Jam Extreme. Beck is awful. Yeah, he's terrible. Terrible. No good players on the team at all. I don't think there will ever be another undefeated national champion. UJ struggling with Mississippi State at home. Could be worse. Could have lost to Vanderbilt on the road. Oklahoma just got absolutely embarrassed again. Yeah. Outclassed. Outclassed today, Oklahoma was. How did Purdue come back? I don't know. Nobody watched that game, so I have no idea. Georgia pass complete up near midfield to Dominic Lovett. 2 minutes to go in the third. Georgia up 10, 34 to 24. How about we run the ball to kill the clock? You talking about Georgia? I don't know. You can't really. It's the third quarter. I don't know. I don't think right. And you're only up 10. I don't think it's kill the clock time. That pass falls incomplete downfield on a deep out route. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Dogs. Still a commercial on Southern Cal, Penn State with 2 minutes to go, and they're tied up at 30. 2nd and 10 for the Dogs. Nate Frazier with the carry gets tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. 3rd and long coming up for Georgia. 1.5 to go in the third. Did you take Ole Miss, Lou? Did I? Let me look. I took Ohio State -3 and Syracuse -1.5. Those are the only bets I made on the nighttime games. I'm fixing to turn this Texas game off though, and put it on the Florida-Tennessee game. Beck over the middle, dropped by Arian Smith. Can't believe that. Unreal. I believe Arian Smith dropped the ball. It's crazy. Wait a minute. I think, isn't the Florida-Tennessee game coming on this channel? ABC? So it's probably not even on yet. Let me look. Let me see if you have no, ESPN is Florida and Tennessee. Okay. Florida and Tennessee on ESPN. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, fucked everything up now.
You need coffee?
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely need coffee in that.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. It's coffee time. Coffee time.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the Texas game off. I mean, it's a blowout and a couple minutes to go. Florida and Tennessee is getting ready to start. We'll put that there. We'll watch the end of the Penn State Southern Cal game over here. I'll keep the Georgia game on over here for now. Check out Purdue. No. All right, there we go. Into the third quarter, Georgia 34, Mississippi State 24. 50 seconds to go in the Southern Cal Penn State game. 2nd and 12 for Southern Cal. Pass complete. Tackled at the Penn State 45. Probably need another 15 yards for a field goal. Southern Cal's got all 3 timeouts. Penn State has 2. So Southern Cal working their way down here for what would be a game-winning field goal. I'm sure that's where we're headed here. The clock is ticking and nobody's in a hurry here on 3rd and 7. "15 seconds to go. Snap." Nope, somebody called a timeout before the snap. Tennessee taking the field now in Knoxville. This Georgia game should be over. Why do I have to watch this garbage? You don't have to. I don't think. Unless somebody's making you. I'm going to keep this stream going until the end of the Southern Cal Penn State game. And then we're going to move over to Patreon for the primetime game. So if y'all want to hang out and watch the primetime games tonight, Florida and Tennessee, Ohio State and Oregon, LSU and Ole Miss, Colorado and Kansas State, Vandy and Kentucky, we'll be watching all those games tonight during the primetime stream. That'll be on Patreon. So the link to the Patreon page is in the description of the video. So as soon as I shut this stream down, 4 or 5 minutes later, there'll be a link posted on the Patreon page. Just click that link and it'll take you to the stream, and we'll watch all the primetime games over on Patreon. 14 seconds to go. Southern Cal, empty backfield, shotgun, 3rd and 7. They need about 10 yards for a field goal. Back to throw. Miller Moss looking, throws over the head, intercepted. Wow! Holy shit! Intercepted. 3 seconds to go. Wow. Wow. Oh no, Southern Cal, man. Probably headed to overtime here because Penn State's got the ball midfield, 3 seconds to go. They can't kick a field goal from here. So Penn State's probably just going to have to chuck one into the end zone. Try to get lucky. And if not, we're headed to overtime. Wow. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. All right. Nope. About to run a play, but Southern Cal called a timeout. They ended up putting 5 seconds back on the clock. UJ defense is down bad. They're giving up a lot of yards and points to Mississippi State today. What was USC doing not calling a timeout? Well, the clock was stopped. The clock was stopped before that last play, if that's what you're talking about. Before that interception, the clock was stopped at 17 seconds. Just joined the Patreon. Yeah, we're going to start the Patreon stream as soon as the Southern Cal Penn State game ends. So the way that works is you'll go to my Patreon page. There's a link in the description, by the way. Just go to my Patreon page. After this stream ends, I'm going to post a link on my Patreon page. Just go click that link, and it'll take you to the stream for the primetime games. And we'll hang out and watch all tonight's games. Florida set to kick off against Tennessee on Rocky Flop. And this kick is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee will have the ball first and 10 on their own 25. Georgia up 10. Mississippi State has the ball on their own 35. 1st and 10 for Mississippi State. Pass incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Malachi Starks with the coverage. Here, I'll post the... where is it? There you go. Here's a link to the Patreon page. The link to the primetime stream will be posted about 5 minutes after I shut this stream down. It takes me about 5 minutes to set up the next stream after I end this one. And the link will be posted on the Patreon page about 5 minutes after this stream ends. Flag down in the Georgia-Mississippi State game after an incomplete pass. Let's see what this is. Tennessee on the ground, tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tards. If Tennessee loses this game, they will shut their program down. 2nd and 10 for Tennessee. They're going to hand it off again. A little bit of a hole this time. Picks up 3, maybe 4 yards. 3rd and about 6 coming up now for the Tards. All right, going to overtime in Penn State, Southern Cal. Tied at 30. Headed to overtime, which means I could still win that bet. But I would need Penn State to win by a touchdown. Which is unusual, but does happen in overtime. 3rd and 6 for Tennessee. Back to throw. Nico looks to his left, now to his right. Throws back over the middle. Caught. Crossing route. Nice play there inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Tards. Hey, what's up, Justin? Good to see you in here, buddy. Appreciate you joining the channel. Yeah, Illinois, Purdue tied at 43. I think they're going to overtime, too. Ohio State is the best team. Them or Texas, we'll see. Texas has played better competition, so it's easier to tell exactly how good they are. But I think Ohio State and Oregon are both really good, too. We'll find out tonight. I did pick Ohio State to win that one. But yeah, Texas and Ohio State probably look like the 2 best teams right now. Mississippi State 1st and 10 on the Georgia 46-yard line. Mississippi State's down 10, 13 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 4, Dylan Sampson's going to be about a yard short on the ground. 3rd and 1 coming up for Tennessee. Flag in the Georgia-Mississippi State game. It's got to be a false start or something. Uh-oh. Nico, I'm going to make a mistake. Nico, I'm about to make a mistake. Just fucking fumbled the goddamn ball.
You don't.
This is what you can't. This is what Tennessee cannot do in this game here. You can't let Florida hang around by making these stupid mistakes. Come on, Nico, make a mistake. Nico, I'ma make a mistake. Nico averages 2 turnovers per Power 4 team that he plays. Shame. Mississippi State 1st and 15 keeps it on the ground and held. They gained 7 or 8 yards. I don't know what's going on with this Georgia defense, but it ain't good. First and 10 for Florida after the Nico, I'm going to make a mistake at fumble. Empty backfield for Graham Cracker Mertz. Empty backfield for Graham Cracker Mertz. Snap. Back to throw. Slant. Caught. 1st down. Gators up to the 38. 2nd and 9 for Mississippi State. Handoff right up the middle. Another big hole. Needed 9. Gained 11. Flag comes in, though, in the area of holding. Let's see what it is. Is Georgia finally going to get an offensive holding call against the other team that they've been searching for? First and 10, Florida on their own 38. Here's the penalty for Georgia, Mississippi State. Yeah, holding on Mississippi State. Another pass complete for Florida and another 1st down up to midfield. Dang. I don't know what to say about this Tennessee team. A lot of hype. A lot of sizzle. No steak.
No steak.
No. All sizzle, no steak maybe for Tennessee. I don't know. Did you know they lost to Arkansas last week? God damn. How do you lose? Boy, they lost to the Woo Pig Dummies, man. That's bad. That's real bad. Florida on the ground goes absolutely nowhere. In fact, might have lost a yard. Penn State throws down towards the corner of the end zone. Not Penn State, I'm sorry. Southern Cal throws down towards the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Mississippi State's going to be looking at a 3rd and 16 now. Georgia's got to get off the field here. You cannot let them convert this. You got to get off. Somebody from Georgia's got to make a play on this 3rd down here, and they got to get off the field. 2nd and 11 for Florida. Empty backfield again, 4 wide. Graham Cracker Mertz in a shotgun on his own 49. Back to throw. Tennessee brings a blitz. Mertz gets rid of it, throws it away. Nowhere to go with the ball. 3rd and long coming up for Southern Cal here in overtime. Mississippi State on 3rd and 16. Incomplete. Was about to get sacked. Had to get rid of it. Pass falls incomplete. 4th and 16 coming up for Mississippi State. Not sure if they'll go for it here or what they'll do with 11 minutes to go in the game and down 10. Let's see. 3rd and 11 now for the Gators. They're in a pistol. Now they motion into an empty. 4 wide again. Mertz all by himself waiting on the snap. He has it. Back to throw. 3rd and 11 over the middle. Caught, but well short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and about 3 from the Tennessee 44, 43-yard line. Let's see what the Gators want to do here. Mississippi State punt's going to land at the 19 and be down to there. 1st and 10, Georgia on their own 19 with a 10-point lead. 11 minutes to go in the game. Southern Cal is going to have to kick a field goal here in the 1st overtime period. Tennessee has a player hurt. They're out checking on him now. UGA and Bama ain't winning the Natty this year, says Gump Man. Well, they definitely both ain't winning it. Here comes the field goal. No good. Southern Cal misses a chip shot field goal in overtime. All I need is for Penn State to score a touchdown and we can get Lou paid, but I know what's going to happen. Penn State's going to do a bunch of dumb shit for 3 downs in a row just to get the ball in the middle of the field and then kick a field goal on 3rd down or something. But if somehow Penn State gets lucky and breaks loose and scores, then we can get Lou paid on that Penn State minus 3.5. But a field goal here is going to be a kick in the nuts. Georgia won't sniff a natty this year. Will be lucky to go 10-2. Well, 10-2 will get you in the playoffs. Penn State on the ground, nowhere to go, no gain. 2nd and 10. Yeah, they're going to play it super safe here and just kick a field goal and win by 3. Meanwhile, my dumb ass had it at 3.5. Boy, I'm dumb. I'm real dumb. I don't remember Uncle Badass picks. You'll have to go back and listen. I didn't write them down, so I don't really remember what the picks were, to be honest. 2nd and 10 for Penn State. They're on the 25. We're in overtime. Shuttle pass to Ham Hock gains 3 or 4 yards. That's about it. 3rd and about 6 or 7 coming up now for Penn State. Last time we were favored by that much over OU, we won a natty. Who you talking about? Last time, who was favored by that much over OU? Hey Lou, I made a bet with you, Alabama and Georgia. Send me an email. Let me know how you sent the money. Cash App or PayPal, whatever it was, and what your Cash App or PayPal name was, and I'll find the bet. Penn State will miss the field goal and go to double overtime. I don't know. I've seen it happen before. 1st and 10 for Georgia inside their own 20 after that Mississippi State punt. Nate Frazier tackled for a loss of a yard. Georgia has been off all season. This isn't the Georgia we know. Big Bird, you all over? You all over, Bird? No, you don't. Texas hasn't been a 2-touchdown favorite over Oklahoma since 2005? Is that true? Wow. 4th and 4, Florida's punting it away from the Tennessee 44. 2nd and 12 for Georgia. They're up 10 with 10:20 to go. Beck back to throw, steps up. Now wants to run, dives forward for a gain of about 8. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up for Georgia now. Bama almost lost to South Carolina. Yes, they did. Here comes the field goal for Penn State to try to win the game. Snap, hold, kick is good. Penn State knocks off Southern Cal 33-30, improves to 6-0. Lincoln Riley down bad again. Dang. 1st and 10 for Tennessee on their own 10-yard line after that Florida punt. Georgia just picked up a 1st down. Tennessee on the ground. Not much room. Gains about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up now for the Tards. All right, we're going to end this stream. The Southern Cal game just ended. For those of you who are on the Patreon page, we're going to move the stream over to Patreon. Give me about 5 minutes. When you go to the Patreon page, you'll see a link posted for the primetime games tonight, and we'll hang out and we'll watch all the primetime games, which will include the end of the Georgia-Mississippi State game, the Tennessee-Florida game, the Oregon or Ohio State game, LSU Ole Miss, Kentucky Vandy, Colorado Kansas State. That stream will start in about 5 minutes over on Patreon. If you're not signed up on Patreon and you want to come hang out with us tonight, there's a link in the description of the video that'll take you to the Patreon page. You can get yourself signed up. There's the link right there. I'll post it in the chat. Again, give me about 5 minutes, and then the link will be posted right over on the Patreon page.